that low enough? Is that low enough? What's up?
Lower. No, I'm kidding.
Az, you get that video out?
It is. It's currently processing up to HD.
Okay. Good man. MauLer, you feeling better?
Still got the fucking cough, but
what
also
the
now.
Hell?
When's the when do the clocks go back to normal so that this doesn't confuse the hell out of me?
Next weekend.
Not this weekend. Next weekend, I believe.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why can't we do it at the same time? It's bad enough that we do it at all, but now we all do it at different times. Who decided this? And why
So
are
what
they
is this
alive?
great? We're doing the real BBC at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, it's Jack Gary time, so 4:10. But 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. It's great.
Sure, but some of us sometimes don't understand how clocks work and then get jump scared by people being like, "Right to start the show," and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go." 'Cause
Wait, so
FNT starting at 8 p.m., dude.
is EFAP going to start at your time or this time?
I was literally just looking at like group
Just
chats
send
about
me
it.
send me a DM going, it starts in 2 hours, and I'm good.
You know, I remember having this conversation and I took the time off of your time. I actually went to a clock and made sure it was right in Central time because I was like, UK to Eastern to Central, plus the jump.
Why can't we all just be in the same town? It would make so much more sense.
Same town.
A YouTuber
Oh my God,
town?
MauLer's gone full no borders. Oh no.
Because that's not good.
No, I meant like, Lovecraftian style, just forcing you all through dimensional portals into exactly where I am. That's none of
If
this.
all I had to do was travel, was to go through a portal, I would do it.
And I would do it too. Teleportation, nah, because that's like disintegration, reintegration. Are you even you at that point? Did Star Trek ever deal with this as, huh? Did they ever have an episode about that?
It's been a debate that has raged amongst fans for decades.
I think a lot of people settled on you're dead.
Just died and reborn
Clone of
many
you
times.
just walks away, or a rematerialized version
The
of
Prestige.
I never ever want to use one of those, but a portal device, yeah, I'll do that. Portal device is cool.
Yep.
What do you think to this title? Disney pulls out of Doctor Who.
I love it. I freaking love it.
And then in the that's on the thumbnail, and then on the title, Disney defunds the BBC.
Love it. Roll with it, baby. He's still got it, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, that's what we're gonna talk about today. We knew this was imminent news, but and I got it. I think it was it type. Damn it, I'm brain farting now.
This is news since season 1 because
Yes.
Russell T Davies was begging for more money for season 3 and season 1 because we knew that this was a 2-series deal. It was but what we didn't know is it was a 2-season plus that special. The Sea Devil special is also funded by Disney. £100 million, not dollars, pounds. They gave
proper
BBC
money
to do those 2 series and that 1 special. And Russell T Davies was begging for a season 3 pickup, and it wasn't happening. And we all know what that meant.
About a month ago, and again, this was inevitable. We knew this was going to happen. It never charted. The overnight ratings had been the worst in the show's history in the UK, where they've always had at least a base audience that would of like 5 or 6 million that would watch. Right. So the boys over at Type 40 podcast like shot me a message like a month ago saying like, yeah, they're going to announce he's done soon. And it's not surprising. But it happened today. Disney pulled the plug on Doctor Who. A massive failure that you can't
why?
But you can't.
So profitable.
I know. Get the article ready, X-Ray Girl. That's your cue.
Unbelievable.
All right. So it was too woke for Disney.
Right.
This was too much for fucking Disney. And I can't listen, I'm going to blame Disney for a lot of shit.
By the way.
Yes. And
when you're too woke when you're too progressive for Disney, you know you're fucked.
And I blame Disney for a lot of stuff in our culture. They are certainly the worst fucking studio in Hollywood by far. They have destroyed the most franchises, but you can't pin all of this one on them.
No.
You can't. You just can't. They paid for a lot of it, but you might want to blame them for not paying attention enough. Because for all the people who wanted to bring George Lucas back to Star Wars, this is what would happen. Ronald D. Moore comes back to Star Trek. This is what will happen. People change. You can't go home again. And RTD specifically said, I'm going to take that Disney money and I am going to make a couple of seasons that are me very slowly lifting a middle finger, or this in the UK, to the fans for what he perceives as ruining his legacy, when in truth, he ruined his own legacy by being a bitter old gay man. And instead of making a Doctor Who for everybody, which this show used to be, this British institution, he decided to make it a platform to change ideas and create conversations, which is the same shit we heard with Jody. And that's why the show is dead. BBC does not have the fucking money for this show. They didn't have the money for the show when they had money. They don't have money now. Disney Plus officially exiting Doctor Who partnership with BBC after 2 seasons. It was supposed to be 3. And
it was meant to be 2. No, it was meant to be 2 and the special, but it
was originally commissioned, and they fully thought they were gonna forge ahead.
Yeah. It was assumed that this was going to be the start of a beautiful relationship.
It was assumed all the way up to the end of the filming of season 2, as when Shoty Gatwa said, "I'm coming back," and then they had to pull that from the Graham Norton show and cut it out. And
yes, and there's a story to be told there, which we need to find out, because there does absolutely seem to be resentment, some sort of resentment on behalf of the BBC / Russell T Davies as regards to Shoty's decision to pull out. That because that was a pretty quick. That was almost well, it was. I guess it was worse, really. But that was like a Matt Smith-esque decision.
It was
because Matt Smith was meant to continue, but the lure of Hollywood was too much, and I think Shoty has been Hollywood promised for whatever that means, a couple of roles, or come over here. The sun's always the grass is greener, etc. Doctor Who's ratings the worst ever. That would only lower his worth. So the quicker he got out and the sooner he got into Hollywood, the better.
I mean, all these things we would probably say that all that is true. How much of a disastrous show this is to be a part of. It could only do bad things for your career now. It is not a launcher like it used to be for other, people. And yeah, get out as fast as you can. You never should have been a part of this, basically. And that you probably will have better opportunities in Hollywood than with this.
Oh, he would. I think there's some truth to that Shoty went in and used them for prominence and got the fuck out when he could. And he probably got a good talking to from his agent, or probably noticed himself that, oh, this show is not good for me at all. And I was just in Barbie.
So, yeah, I was going to say, I think Barbie did him good. Got him some good cred. Because of just how much of a success that was, even though he's in it for like 2 minutes, I think says 2 lines, whatever. But the fact that he was there and it was a raving success, it rubs.
Yeah, I mean, at least Matt Smith had 3 years going in under his belt, and he was definitely supposed to be in season 8. He was definitely supposed to be there. But it turned out to be, at first, it didn't look like it was a good move for him. Now it looks like it was a great move for him. Because his career is starting to ratchet up a little bit, and good for him, because that was pretty much the last good era as far as writing is concerned. Poor Peter. We've often talked about Peter. Peter's got some banger episodes, but man, he's got some shitty episodes. But
he's always entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
He's always entertaining.
He always brought it.
Yeah.
It's been rumored for months, and now it has become reality. D+ will be exiting the TARDIS and the retardis, and will no longer be involved with Doctor Who after partnering on 2 seasons with the BBC plus spin-off of the war between land and sea. So that is going to be part of. Is that going to be on Disney Plus?
It's going to be on Disney Plus and the iPlayer, but it's not going to be on the BBC channel.
So the Disney Plus is going to keep the war between the land and sea, and they got rid of Willow. How long until
they paid for it? They hadn't even shown. They showed Willow.
They paid for Willow too.
Go the way that Willow's going to go.
Yeah, that's my question. Is
like,
how long is it going to be on the platform? Is it worth the data space that they have to pay for to be on there? I'm just looking out for Disparu. Okay. The BBC just confirmed that the show will continue and will return with a Christmas special in 2006. The BBC just confirmed that the show will continue and will return with a Christmas special in 2026. Penned by showrunner Russell T Davies, we understand details of future seasons will be announced in due course, along with an animation for preschool children.
So they have no season 3.
No.
They were absolutely relying on that Disney money to come in before they committed to a season 3. Now we know it's not coming in. They're like, shit.
So who's the Doctor in the Christmas special?
Who gives a fuck?
Is it Rose?
I thought it was Az.
She's not.
Do a favor for him. That'd be so awesome if you would just.
That'd be hilarious.
So do they bring back David Tennant? He's still around. He's alive. The 14th Doctor is alive.
Fuck off! I don't want to see shit from that fucking dickhead.
Well, I'm not asking what you want to see. I'm asking what you think you'll see.
No, well, I mean, there's a possibility that he might turn up in some form because of the fact that Rose is there, or whatever that is. If it's Rose, if it's the bad wolf, whatever it represents, but she's not the Doctor. We know that.
Yeah. BBC drama director Lindsay Salt thanked D+ for being terrific global partners and collaborators over the past 2 seasons for the upcoming war between the land and sea. So no Doctor. They're going to do a Christmas special next year.
So
we'll get another Doctor Who in 2 years, run by Russell T Davies.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
Yeah.
The ratings will go under 1 million, dude. They will be under 1 million in the UK.
The 3rd season, I'm going to call it now, will not be written by him or showrun by him. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction from the BBC to try and show that Doctor Who's not dead by announcing a 2-year gap and
2-year gap with 1
3.
special and a cartoon aimed at children.
Well, I mean,
oh boy,
look, let's start investing in fucking wood chippers right now.
The BBC remains fully committed to Doctor Who, which continues to be one of our most beloved dramas. Really? And we are delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular. So you're right. So it's just another Christmas special. She added,
I think so, yeah.
We can assure fans the Doctor is not going anywhere, and we will be announcing plans for the next series in due course, which will ensure the TARDIS remains at the heart of the BBC.
But it's irrelevant.
Not going anywhere.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
It's like somebody in a house going, "Nobody come in." Like nobody can hear you because nobody's interested. Nobody's there to see. Nobody's there to listen. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
This is probably one of the examples of like, okay, look, I know you got to do corpo speak, but can we just be a little honest? This is a horrifying disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what it used to be. Look at what it is. You don't need to do the, oh, it's still in a wonderful. It's just like, nah, just be honest. Be like, man, This is pretty bad. Like we're in a pretty bad place, guys. It's not looking good. Oof. Worse than ever, in fact.
I mean, who are you going to get to be a showrunner? There was a time where even after the first female doctor played by Jodie Whittaker, I mean, you got back Russell T Davies, and that sucked. We know somebody, we can't say who, as that they were considering to be showrunner before they decided Chris Chibnall over this person, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they had a better doctor lined up, and the show would be in much better shape if they had gone this direction. It's really sad.
Am I imagining things? Did like Mike Flanagan suggested he was interested in doing something to do with Doctor Who at some point?
Yeah, so did Straczynski.
Yeah,
so
this is just easy
son.
Talent to use for the show, and this reminds me of the whole like David Fincher want to do a Star Wars movie. It's just like, just do it, you idiots! Like you're just wasting a potential like boost to the whole franchise.
Flanagan wants to come in, but if they want to do a traditional Doctor, if they wanted to like, we're going to roll out a woman again, you're fucking done. But if Flanagan or Straczynski, not British though, I prefer British to be honest with you.
Well, that's why Duncan Jones said he got turned down.
Yeah.
He got turned down because he's not. I mean, he's half British. Because he's David Bowie's son.
Yeah, I think, dude, being David Bowie's son counts as full British. Okay, it just does. So I think either of those picks would be good, and you get yourself a traditional male English white doctor. And
we hadn't had a male in Dr. Roll.
That's straight, or I mean, like that's straight asexual, which he's supposed to be. He's like not really going to be into girl, like, fuck, just do a traditional show. Don't even hearken to anything in the past. I would like. It would be asking a lot for the BBC to erase the last 2 seasons, which they need to do. They need to get rid of they need to undo the Timeless Children. And even if they do that, say they go super traditional, get a really talented writer, get a great doctor that everybody loves, it's still not going to bring everybody back.
Yeah. No, they might get it to
and we're
3.5, 4 mil.
We are so past them doing anything close to trying to fix any of this. And the idea, if you said to them, it's like, you're going to fix it, and they'd be like, fix, what do you
fix
like?
What?
Fix what?
Yeah, like it's not.
Do you make it gayer? Is that what you mean?
There's nothing to fix. It's how we want it to be.
We didn't go gay enough, guys. That was it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the next doctor will
I
be
mentioned gay a lot in the video.
The next doctor will be trans. It will. Calling it right now. But if they were smart, for this special, well, I wouldn't have Russell T Davies write it, but I'm guessing it will have David Tennant's 14th Doctor, who retired, is still alive and out there, and Rose. Putting those two together because those two haven't been together since the old days. So, not even in the 50th, they weren't together in the 50th.
I mean, there is still potential with gay. Have they made a gay Dalek yet?
No.
Garlic?
So, think about that. Think about that.
A Gaelic.
Gaelic.
Gaelic. Instead of a stalk, it's just got a big floppy tongue.
Penetrate.
Exterminate. What are you doing Saturday night?
Season 2, right? That pitted the Cybermen against the Daleks. We could have the Cyber Gays, or the I guess it doesn't really. If you replace cyber with gays, it'd just be gay men, which doesn't.
Cybertrans versus the Gaelics.
Yeah. I think there's potential.
The cyber they them. The cyber they them versus the Gaelics.
The cyber them.
The cyber them. There you go. And the chat was like exfoliate. So
Exfoliate.
so the Daleks do skin treatment and hair in a hair salon. Exfoliate. Exfoliate.
I'm down for that.
got comedy tits on the front.
Dude, I love. It's like reminding me of season 2 because I remember the Daleks just don't take the Cybermen seriously at all. They're like, you fucking what the hell is this? Like, fuck off. Get out of the way.
Dude, that exchange between them is so fucking good. It is.
Yeah, I remember loving it.
God damn.
We
it.
don't care.
Yeah.
And it's like $4 versus all the Cybermen. They just completely.
Oh, was it the
wiped.
Cult of Skaro? Was it the Cult of Skaro?
It was what was left of the Yeah, the Cult of Skaro was preserved and they came back. And they fucking just wiped up, dude, millions of Cybermen out.
As much as they're both iconic enemies,
Doomsday.
it's like, yeah, but one is way stronger than the other. So
yes. Yeah, you could have there was like millions of Cybermen against 4 Daleks.
In Dalek, by the way, the writer of Dalek is the one who came out recently and said, like, Doctor Who's deader than dead.
Yes.
Yep. So in Dalek, even with the limited special effects they had, they showed you what the Daleks can do. Like, it was the first time the Dalek gets up and can spin around and just fucking shoot 360 degrees. I was like, oh, that's so rad. Everything about that was rad.
when it went up the stairs, it was like, oh, we're so dumb.
That was insane.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's all.
I asked AI to draw a gay Dalek.
Oops. And it just did Russell T. Davis.
Hail Grokkopedia, by the way. It's in its infancy. There you go.
Aw.
I could see that happening. Legit.
I'll be honest with you guys. If you'd said this was an episode they already did, I would have had no questions.
You love to show it off all the time. They did a gay stormtrooper. They did
they did. Yeah, Disney as merch did a gay stormtrooper. They did a
vinyl.
pride flag. So they literally did pride Nazi. Because that's what a stormtrooper represents. A German stormtrooper soldier. Yeah, for real. Not even bullshitting, because they're World War II in space.
I bet you there's been a pride Dalek. There has to be. Hang on.
I see fan-made versions of Pride.
Well, I heard the Nazis were just like, look, we don't want to be associated with you. Okay. We're bad, but we've got limits, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like a regular
we like dogs and stuff, you know.
I found one.
We don't shock
like
them.
Dogs and stuff.
Oh my god.
Keep the article around. There you go. Dude, I had a chance to buy a fully functional one. It was like $5,000 though, and I'm like, I don't know where I'd put it.
Here's a fully functional shock collar. I was like, okay.
Shock. No, I mean that's what
not
you guys.
That hard to get.
That's what you guys are getting for Christmas.
Yay!
You've been good boys this year. So
Yay.
You have
more gay stormtroopers, please.
The Doctor is.
Wait. Dude,
yeah.
Remember in Kenobi, there was a gay stormtrooper.
There was.
There was a stormtrooper that spoke like this. Oh my god, we're looking in here. We can't
these totally aren't the droids we're looking for and stuff. Oh my god.
As this part when Rags was playing Star Wars Outlaws, where he like bumps into a stormtrooper and it's clearly a woman going, oh, and he goes, oh. And then he, out of curiosity, walks to a different one, pushes them, and it's a woman again. He's like, wow. And then he pushes another one, and it's a woman. He's like, are you all women?
Are you all women?
I need that clip.
I think that's a perfect representation of a white liberal woman.
It really is. So rumors have been swirling for months that D+ would exit the deal, which initially ran for 2 seasons plus the spinoff, totaling 26 episodes. Once the war between the land and sea airs next year, Davies' regenerated Doctor Who has returned with a bang over the past couple of years. Let's read that again, shall we?
It's more like a suicide bomber, to be honest with you, than
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just thinking Frogan in her Sailor Moon costume. The bomb back around.
Doctor Who's for everyone.
I got to read
Just
that
not
again.
you.
MauLer was just talking about it's like, guys, can we just cut the bullshit? Can we please? Davies' regenerated Doctor Who has returned with a bang over the past couple of years and a bunch of big stars, but it hasn't necessarily rated as well as the BBC might have hoped.
Okay. Okay, that's how you put it. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't appear to be making such a big splash on the other side of the pond for D+.
It didn't even pop any ratings.
No,
so.
remember, okay, as an American, it is an abomination that an American company is financing the show and has any creative say over it. I am against it 100%. I am for English exceptionalism here. This is a British institution. It should not be fucked with by Americans. But the fact that then we got priority over you guys when it aired was hilarious and sickening all at once.
Well, that's because that's where the money was.
Exactly.
The money talks, and the money came from Disney.
But like, to the BBC's credit, in the past, they had a ton of American offers, and they only said yes to one, and it failed, which is too bad because when you go back and you watch that 8th Doctor episode, pretty fucking good. I like it. I think they should have given it a chance.
Leverage. There's leverage.
There's always leverage.
They had no leverage. When Disney said, we'll give you 100 million, the BBC were on their knees like, thank you.
They were on their knees bent over with their cheeks open.
Spread. Legs akimbo.
Spread.
Ooh.
Ugh.
And then when Disney pulled out of Doctor Who, he went, oh.
Well, I mean, this must be I mean, you tell me. I mean, not that you watch it over the air anymore, but like, is the BBC even in shape to continue the show? And if it does, like I said, the ratings will go under 1 million. They will.
That's just embarrassing.
I think there's always going to be the curiosity of who the new Doctor is.
But
it wears off really quickly.
It does. And if
it's a bad choice.
And recently, what has prior to Disney, what has funded Doctor Who more than, I mean, the British taxpayer, the licensing.
Oh, well, that's selling the show worldwide.
Yes. Which
nobody wants anymore.
No.
It was the second biggest export from the BBC outside of Top Gear.
Top Gear, and they could get a pretty penny for it. And it was put into multiple countries. So it was, it's huge in South Korea, in places like that. And nobody wants it anymore. So there's no toys. Hey.
Dude, that's a sore point for you and I.
Big Chief Studios. Hey, Russell T. Davies, while you're writing that Christmas special, could you inquire how a bunch of Doctor Who fans had thousands of dollars ripped off by a British company known as Big Chief Studios that took people's pre-orders, led them along, and then overnight we got a letter going, it's been shuttered, and you lost your in my case, $4,000.
And I was in the hole for about £2,300.
Yeah.
So they got a good wad of cash off Gary and me.
Yep.
God bless them.
Any word on that? Officially licensed Doctor Who 1/6 scale action figures? And they were pumping out the pre-orders.
The word is dead.
Dude, they offered one to pre-order within 6 months of it going out of business. Pieces of shit. I'm glad I got my Flash Gordon. I think the last ones I got were my Flash Gordon ones.
I had all the Daleks paid for.
Yep.
The Dalek
K9.
Yep.
Captain Jack.
K9 for you. That was a present for you. I had Capaldi and Matt Smith.
Sixth Doctor.
The updated versions, 1/6 scale. I had Captain Scarlet, Captain Black, and Captain Blue on pre-order as well. Because Captain Scarlet's the fucking tits. It really is. And I think there was a couple of little other things.
Roger Delgado Master. They had one in color and one in black and white with a sword. It's the only fucking, I was like, if I'd have gotten that, I wouldn't even be bitching right now.
Man. Yeah, I ordered that K9. Wasn't it in 2020?
2020, you know, quick side story. That Gandalf statue with like the silicon skin that we, or I forgot the name of the company. Apparently it's been ready for me since December of 2024 and I missed the email.
I've kind of got a similar situation.
It's on its way now.
I was chasing up the Batman from In Arts, which has Batman and it has Bruce Wayne and it has the light and you know. And I was just like, I ordered this 3 years ago. Still, what's going on? And they were just like, you haven't paid delivery on it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, you know what? It's like fucking charge me delivery. Why do I have to?
I never got an invoice. I never got an invoice for it. So they sent me the invoice and now it's been shipped.
Yeah, so it's Spec Fiction.
Yes. Yes, Spec Fiction is also the company that hasn't got the greatest communication in the world.
No, but they got back to me pretty much right away. So we'll see. But the statue looks pretty dope. It's You Shall Not Pass, and yeah, that's it. Ordered it in March of 2022.
Dude, I
am never doing pre-orders again.
I think I ordered my Galvatron in 2022.
Ever. I don't care if it's Sideshow's like great with pre-orders. They're fucking great. I'm still not doing it. Hell no. Never again. I'm going to get burned like that. So fuck
Sideshow,
you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Sideshow is really brilliant. They're very good. They take care of you. They're always communicative. So definitely use them. You get burned for $4,000 fucking dollars. It's a lot of money. That's a car. There was a time in my life that was like, 5 months of work of pay. It's like Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money. That hurt. I was fucking mad. I still am, actually. I'm holding a resentment. So fuck you, Russell T. Davies.
I reckon the Galvatron's shipping in Q1 of 2026.
I blame Russell T. Davies.
Me too.
I do.
No, actually, no, seriously.
No, seriously, I do.
Well, no, I certainly blame the BBC for a lot of it.
The BBC and Russell T. Davies should have, like, no statement from them at all. Like, nothing. Go fuck yourself.
They couldn't sell their 300 Jodie Whittakers. They couldn't sell 300 1-in-6
worldwide. How many people in the world? 8.1 billion. Yeah. And you can't sell 350? I almost bought one for a joke.
How popular?
More than a year ago, our deep dive spoke with connected sources who said the show's future with D+ was hanging in the balance. And these rumors, only ramped up as the months wore on and everybody watched the fucking episodes and the quality of those episodes and all the ratings go down. And the initial deal neared completion at the same time. Shoty Gatwa, the 15th Doctor, exited the show under something of a cloud of seemingly handing over the keys to a familiar face and Billy Piper's Rose Tyler. Gatwa later blamed burnout for his exit, but it didn't do much to ease the cloud. Okay, he went on Eurovision and went against Israel. That's one mark against him. To the BBC, however you feel, whatever. I'm just talking about from the BBC's perspective. He was also in Barbie, as mentioned. Successful movie, not because of him. Not because of him, but he probably had it in his head that this is my chance to make it in Hollywood. And to be fair to him, which I shouldn't be, you have to jump on those opportunities when they come up because they don't come up often. So I get that.
I think you'll be jumping on plenty.
Well, I mean, like he will be very popular amongst producers in Hollywood. I'll just say that.
Gives Ezra Miller the night off.
Yeah, it might. It might. Also, apparently kind of a shithead on the set. A flamboyantly gay man is a bit of a drama queen. It's shocking news.
Shock.
Where's Hassan?
And I'm guessing RTD is not exactly level-headed either. So, guys, I think it's pretty much answered now. You can ask, like, wow, he was so much better back then. And he was better. I don't want to take away all the credit. But Stephen Moffat being there, even though he got credit for just one episode per season, Stephen Moffat was there the whole time. Stephen Moffat held that thing together. He did. I am convinced of that. Also, the BBC reined him in, and sometimes you need to have gatekeepers reining people in.
Gatekeepers.
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 I'm the keeper of the game.
Yeah.
Makes a good fantasy movie, I think.
Well, some probably have been made. Little short form movies. I don't know. Yeah. We'll have to ask Jeremy.
Hey.
But the BBC has always made it clear that the show will go on with or without Disney. Last week, Jane Tranter, Christopher Eccleston's favorite person,
loves her.
Sack Jane Tranter, sack Russell T. Davies, sack Phil Collins. Phil Collins, not Phil Collins. Sorry.
No, we like Phil Collins.
We like Phil Collins, not Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, we love you. Get well soon or whatever.
Yeah. God dang. One of the goats. Jane Tranter, the show's EP and close friend of Davies, lambasted a rude former Doctor Who writer who had said the iconic sci-fi show was as dead as we've ever known it. Truth hurts, honey.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. Schnookums.
But he's been proven right, because you've literally knee-jerked to say Doctor Who will return at Christmas next year. Because you have nothing going, and a new season of Doctor Who will be announced in due course because there wasn't one. So you can't say that the guy, or be bitter about the guy saying it's as dead as ever. Because you know what? Nothing was happening.
So remember when they I remember when they announced Capaldi, because I was in a rehab. I was in a rehab, so I missed it. But but there was a special.
Yeah, they
used to do specials.
Doctor Who announcement shows.
They used to Doctor Who announcement shows. This will be at best a live stream, you think?
No.
Not even that?
No, not even. No. It'll be press announcement.
So if this gets another season, well, let's finish this up and then we'll do our speculation, as they say. It's a scientific term, MauLer. How can you be sick for 3 weeks, MauLer? I'm worried about you.
I'm annoyed. It's not that bad. Mostly unaffected. I just keep coughing, so it's fucking annoying. But I'm okay, broadly. I'll let you know if I die.
Okay.
From the other side.
Spooky. Tranter's Bad Wolf production outfit.
In the daytime where it's a little bit more palatable, not like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm in bed.
It's always 3 o'clock in the morning, though. That's all the weird shit happens. The hour of the wolf? Isn't that the hour of the wolf?
I don't know, because the way the storms are on in the UK right now, everything's like whacking on everything, and it gets a bit weird, man.
It's a bit weird.
Whacking on everything?
Yeah,
I mean, aside from the regular whacking
on the houses, and wires are whacking on windows.
Tranter's Bad Wolf production outfit, which was given the keys to Doctor Who contract when Davies took on showrunning duties for a second time, will produce the Christmas special. BBC Studios continues to sell the series around the world. So they're trying to sell the series to get somebody else to buy it. To make it sellable, they need to still have something going. So they come up with the Christmas special. Russell T. Davies will come write it. It all saves everybody's face. It's no skin off his back. He can make another fucking episode telling the fans to fuck off for Christmas. Remember, this is the same BBC that removed the specials from Christmas Day because they thought, Christmas was a too specific religious holiday. So they moved it to New Year's Eve, which failed miserably. Then they had to move it back to Christmas Day. Oh, it's so frustrating. The show shouldn't be dead. The show shouldn't be dead. This show could go for fucking ever. It's the one that has proven you can change your protagonist every 3 or 4 years, and it works. It's totally acceptable. It's part of the enigma of the show. Ryan and Beardo were wondering why it was called Doctor Who, because Beardo called Doctor Who, which a lot of people do, to be fair. That's
well, he's retarded.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be fair to the retarded. Okay,
don't be.
He can't help it. He was born that way.
Yeah,
like the Lady Gaga song says.
It's gay.
I can't believe she said I was born retarded in that song.
Must have missed that line.
It's part of the mystery. That's the greatness of this show. For so long, for so many decades, we were following a character we knew nothing about. We knew he was a Time Lord. We knew he was on the run. We knew he had a granddaughter, but over the decades, we got little pieces, little anecdotal story about when I was a boy, I was reading a book, or, I have some family. We don't know his name.
Nope.
We don't know.
Nor should we ever.
Yeah. Aside from River Song, we know very little about his past at all. And that was the beauty of the show. And it never should have been answered. That's why it's called Doctor Who. Because it's people always going, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
That's the whole point.
The Doctor.
John Smith.
The Doctor. John Smith.
John Smith.
Right?
Good alias.
And Stephen Moffat, at least in the beginning, really added to the lore, saying like his name, like it can't even be spoken, like giving this aura of like speaking the Doctor's real name might be a password to unlock like the gates of fucking hell and shit like that. So that's why his name has to be kept secret.
The oncoming storm.
The oncoming storm. Yeah, it's like, it's really fucking cool shit that they completely fucked up. It shouldn't be dead. It never had a problem attracting all makes, shapes, and sizes, gay, straight, religious, not religious. It was a worldwide success. It did something on its 50th anniversary that no other franchise ever has done or ever will do. It got more popular. It got fucking more popular. Once Doctor Who hit Netflix in America, it finally became a success here. The success that BBC had been looking for so long, and it gave them a lot of money. And every American fan would tell you, we don't want any American influence on this at all. It's a British show. We want it to stay a British show. And it got huge. It took over Comic-Con for a couple of years. And this was when Game of Thrones was out. It was Doctor Who that took over Comic-Con. It was a worldwide success. And then Piers Wenger comes in. This motherfucker.
Fuck that bitch.
And I was warned about it at the time. Dude, I've told the story before, but like we have a drugstore here called Walgreens. It's on every corner because everybody's on drugs now. But in the Walgreens, there was Doctor Who toys. There was Doctor Who toys and Toys R Us here, which there never were, ever. They were everywhere. Barnes & Noble had a giant Doctor Who section of the videos and merch, and they fucked it up so fast because they thought it was time. For one, they misunderstood Capaldi's era completely, and Az did a great video back in the day showing that his episodes were watched just as much as Matt Smith's. It just took a little more time. Because it was changing because streaming was just coming on. They panicked and they decided to do the gimmick of it's time to do a woman. And it was the last high-rated show it ever had. And it fell off a cliff after that because it wasn't, and we knew this was going to happen. It wasn't just bringing in a woman. The Doctor is not a woman. The Doctor is an established male character. You could have made a completely separate show about a time lady that all the Doctor Who fans would have watched. The Sarah Jane Adventures was watched by all the Doctor Who fans. It's a little kid show.
Yeah, a great little show.
Yeah.
Lovely little show.
So,
but there again, Sarah Jane was a very popular person.
It was never not inclusive. It was never not what it was, which is a show that told, it wasn't political. It was morality tales. Tales of morality. Right and wrong. Nobody's for genocide. Nobody's for racism.
Whoa. You speak for yourself, mate.
Okay. I'll speak for myself. But this show never had a problem attracting everybody. It had a pretty even split between male and female. It was a popular fucking show, and it was getting more popular, and they fucked it up by bringing in a woman and then bringing in a horrible showrunner. And then on top of that, they saddled the first female doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, with a bunch of political shit, modern, current day political shit. They made a Trump episode within the first few episodes. Fucking Rosa Parks. They had the white Karen be responsible for the actions of Rosa Parks. Written by a British dude.
In the Trump episode, wasn't he the one that suggested shooting to death the spider? And they were like, no, let it slowly asphyxiate.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, how is that better? That seems worse.
It was.
Good stuff. The whole back catalog of like great episodes was always a way to generate a trickle in of new fans, and the new episodes would just keep it topical, and then its reputation momentum, right? It's just like we're just describing the nature of a ongoing media fandom. It's all dried up. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Juiced it. It's all gone.
If you dare, go back and watch the Rosa Parks. It's called Rosa. And if you want to see the unintentional racism of the progressive left, it is displayed fully in that fucking show. It is unfucking believable. And then, and I knew this at the time, you knew they were not going to be happy with just having a female doctor because they would think, well, people would just skip her era completely. So we need to cement her into the legacy. We need to change the entire origin of the story in a 5-minute montage with a voiceover, and they fundamentally changed everything about Doctor Who. William Hartnell was no longer the first Doctor. The first Doctor was a little black baby, again, unintentional racism, who was abandoned. Fatherless.
A fatherless black baby that falls off a cliff at 1 mile an hour.
And the amazing female explorer Tecteun experimented on her for regeneration and appropriated her regeneration.
Well, murdered
her over and over again.
Doctor after doctor to unlock the secret to regeneration.
As a kid.
But apparently that's women in STEM, so that was good.
So that was bad enough. Timeless Children was the breaking point for me, for most of the fandom, but some of you all hung on because after that disaster, they're going to bring back Russell T Davies. They're going to bring back David Tennant, Catherine Tate. The gang is back together again. And then they choose Shoty Gatwa. And my hope for any kind of return died in the very first interview.
we called that the next Doctor would be male, but they would race change him to black. We called that.
Yeah.
We didn't think he was going to be a raving fucking homosexual.
No, we didn't.
But he was.
First interview, my hope went boop. So it was done. It was done. And they actually managed to make it worse than the Jodie Whittaker era. Somehow. They made it fucking worse. So out of all the franchises we love, Star Wars, Star Trek, everything, the worst, the most, I can't even say, it's already dead. So the one they have exhumed the corpse and buggered that corpse over and over again is Doctor Who. Doctor Who is the worst case scenario.
I got age restricted for that analogy.
Yeah. Well, it's the truth as.
It is the truth.
Well, did you say buggered a re-exhumed, or did you say rape the corpse?
I may have said the latter.
Okay.
While doing motions of buggery.
Is that
and then continue to say it over and over and over again.
Whatever, man. You can just like sometimes people get away with saying fuck like 15 times in a row. I don't understand how the system works.
I know. Apparently the C word's okay now.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We're uploading a video.
Knows.
Who knows? God damn, that cameo is so fucking good. One of the greatest cameos of all time, of anything ever. And it's sad because it brought so many people together. It was generational. Parents watched it with their kids. I watched it with my kids. We did watch parties in my comic store. The comic store was packed when we did for just also Rand episodes, never mind the 50th anniversary episode, which was nuts. We had people outside the store looking through the window. And they killed it for the message. It was murdered by the message. Said that 3 years ago, and it remains the truth. And it's also indicative of, it really is what's happened to, and MauLer just mentioned it, all of pop culture. Across the board. But Doctor Who is like your worst case scenario of how you not only destroy the past, you destroy any future it has. Because quite more often than not, the fans of a show are more concerned about its legacy than the people who actually fucking own it, which is insane. Who are temporary workers who don't watch the fucking show and they just want, well, we want to make sure we it's a platform and we can teach the kids, which is creepy as fuck, by the way.
Well, and that's why there's Doctor Who cartoon for kids.
Yeah.
Because they know that they've lost the adult audience, so now they've got to try and target the kids to indoctrinate them. And that's the insidious nature of what it truly is. We can't unfortunately get through to the adults because they have, for the most part, critical thinking. So we have to target the children who are susceptible. It's pretty fucking disgusting, but there again, that's liberalism.
That's liberalism, but that's also British liberalism. And there is no way, there's nobody in the building of the BBC that can turn around this show and would they don't even think anything's wrong.
The BBC is too far right. They still call the news. They still call the BBC. The BBC lean too far to the right. It's just like, are you fucking nuts? Are you fucking crazy?
So again, and we've mentioned this a lot, guys, but there's nobody in the building at the BBC that thinks they did anything wrong. As a matter of fact, they think it's the audience's fault.
Yes.
Still, to this very second. The audience, there's Access Media articles written about racist Doctor Who fans. Yeah, because a bunch of, I remember those KKK watch parties for Doctor Who. You got to be fucking kidding me. It's absurd. But that's the quality of their thinking.
Yeah, because we all know why. Because if you cast a black or a gay actor or a trans actor or whatever, you unfortunately lose the ability to be criticized just like everyone else, because they're not just like everyone else. They are now perceived in the eyes of the far left, shall we say, as stunning and brave and beyond reproach. They can do nothing wrong whatsoever. So if you criticize them, you're not criticizing them because they are poor actors, because they're delivering their lines poorly, whatever it may be. No, you're criticizing them because of the traits which we actually cast them for in the first place, which was the fact that they would be gay or black or trans or whatever it is, because they can only see it from their perspective.
So these campaigns get prepped before the shows are even out, right? Like they'll be like, okay, so there's going to be a racism angle. It reminds me of like a lot of the
Kenobi,
especially with the Twitch stuff that's been happening recently. There's like, it's just a strategy. It's like you're trying to hit all these different people for these very up to date sort of explicit flaws, like abusing animals, for example. And then they'll be like, excuse me,
that's a flaw.
There is a war happening right now. There is like, well, all of them, like anything you throw at them, they'll be like, there's this other thing happening that's way worse. And you're just like, what?
What about? It's just another form of whataboutism.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with it. It's like, it's kind of a strategy of, if we prep that, no matter how bad the show is, that'll be the conversation.
Yeah.
And so on, there we go. Because it's always so amusing, the idea that Disney is like, my God, you guys are being racist and that's disgusting and that needs to stop. It's like, you don't give a fuck. Even if it were happening, you don't give a fuck. You're way
Well,
more racist than any
Yeah,
of the fucking
exactly.
humans.
They're the ones who are diminishing John Boyega on Star Wars poster, covering up the face of Chadwick Boseman on Black Panther, so they can try and sell, cutting out gay kisses from films, having them in the film designed to be cut out.
Yes.
So you don't make it like a part of the plot. No, you have it as a cutaway so it can be edited out for whichever country does not tolerate it. And then the countries that do tolerate it and do have a more progressive attitude, then you go, well, you're just a bunch of bigots, or whatever it may be. It's like fucking retarded. It's just all fucking retarded.
Dude, and with their groundbreaking gay character, Captain Jack Harkness, that everybody liked, they canceled him for being a flamboyant gay man, and over actions done years ago that they had no problem with at the time, right?
No,
and they kicked him to the curb.
Yeah.
So
he's started to say dark again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was just on Inside You podcast.
Oh, yes, that was it. Yeah.
And he talked about it.
It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
It's good that you clarified what he was inside.
Yeah, I kind of.
Well, that's the whole shtick with that. It is a double entendre.
Double?
Did you? Hey, I got a little bit news to you about podcasts. Speaking of, because Michael Rosenbaum.
Yep.
Alison Mack is starting a podcast.
Oh no.
About how she went from a Smallville star to a federal prisoner.
Why not?
To the Nixium cult to federal prison.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I hope she lines out exactly how responsible she was for harming so many people.
Yep.
Well, I would be very interested to see the angle. I tried not to use the word slant because slant is actually purposely leaning in one direction. But I'd love to see the angle that she decides to go down, whether or not we're going to see some repentant woman who realizes the damage that she did, or an egotistical Hollywood trying to justify.
Well, I mean, to me, I'm just like, everyone's got a fucking podcast, even celebrities. So I just imagine it's like, is she doing this just to pay the bills, or like what's
probably
going on?
She's got nothing else going on.
I don't know how. I mean, essentially all of her money went into Nixium, didn't it?
I think so.
I guess
it's quite expensive.
And then she cut the deal so that she only got 3 years and she was out in 18 months. And then the main guy, I can't remember his name, but he got, was it 120?
Yeah, he got life in prison, but she, yeah. You ladies want equality? That bitch should be in jail for the rest of her life. Just like him.
Branding women. Not just branding women, branding women's genitalia,
Yeah.
lower regions.
Yeah.
Not on the genital.
There's documentaries about it and lots of stuff about it out there. It's fucking dark and weird. And she got off clean for flipping on the dude. And because she's a woman, because women don't get sentences as strong as men do.
And Nikki Klein follows you as well.
Yeah. I think she's off Twitter completely, I think.
But that was another, but she got away with nothing.
Nothing. They all got away with fucking nothing. But, just to wrap up the Doctor Who thing, it's not a surprise that this is happening. I'm really curious to see who the next Doctor is for one Christmas special, because then they're going to have to announce a new Doctor. Are they going to announce the new Doctor before the Christmas special? Because it's not going to be Rose.
No.
And if it is, it'll be terrible. If it isn't, it's going to be terrible. Russell T Davies writing it is going to be terrible. And it's just an attempt for them to find another sucker to buy the show. I don't even think, Netflix or anybody will touch it. Amazon had the opportunity and said no.
Why would you?
Why? There's nothing valuable about it at all. Again, if there's no timeless children, it might have a chance, but you're talking about you want to buy into the core fan base who is largely gone now, and whoever's left is just hanging on to the past anyway. It's in the same shape Star Trek is in. So R.I.P. Doctor Who. And it is funny that Disney has now had its hands in the destruction of multiple franchises as they're continuing to destroy Marvel and Star Wars. But speaking of that Ben Solo movie is getting a bunch of Acolyte fans and Raylos to like buy billboards. And there's a petition up right now, which I think has 3,000 whole signatures.
Holy shit, that's like half the Star Wars fans.
I think it is.
Left. That's not bad.
I think it is. What do you got down there, X-Ray Girl? I can't see.
Ooh, it's a announcement on One Piece.
Wow. There we go. The Grand Line. It hits the Grand Line March 10th. So it's 2 years and March, April, May, June. Wait. May, June. Oh, so a little over 2.5 years between seasons. Hitting the Grand Line. It's going to be a Netflix season 2. It's lost a couple of the showrunners. I think one left, came back, finished, and now he's gone. And this is also a live action show based on an anime with 1,000 episodes. So I'm guessing they're not going to be able to complete the live action adaptation of One Piece, guys. It might be going out in a limb
this
here.
Fucking rate. They could have tried, damn it. Now they're going too slow.
I know. I really like that first season. But yeah, March 10th. March 10th. It came out in 2000.
I'm not holding any hope up for this season.
Me neither.
Not after the stupid casting and Netflix casting. It's just like, oh, just fuck off.
Well, they had a bit of Netflix casting in season 1 too, but it wasn't as bad as
but not
like, like a girl playing a dude. But where was I? How you guys doing?
Yeah, but I thought that was retarded. And it was retarded. And they were terrible at acting as well, which is even more retarded.
I like Sword Man.
Zorro.
So Zorro is. I thought season 1 was fucking great. Season 1 was great.
Fine.
But like as much as great as that season is, these aren't movies. They're not set up like movies. Like, yes, Star Wars, you can get away with making a movie every 3 years and that works. It doesn't work with TV series. You lose all your momentum, especially when you release it all at once. So it makes that distance even longer between series. It's going to be 8 episodes. It'll be consumed in a weekend and completely forgotten. Squid Game, which was watched by a lot of people, but remember the cultural impact season 1 had? Like it was talked about for months. And so was One Piece. How about season 2 and 3, which came out this year?
Holy shit.
The last one came out this year.
Feels like ages ago. Feels like last year.
Dude, just months ago. When did season 3 come out, MauLer? It was, God.
Was it, am I imagining this? Was it like June, July, something like that?
Yeah.
August? I can't remember. But yeah, it did come out this year and it's already gone from people's memories.
It was June 27th. So it was nearly July. So it was only 3 months ago.
Oh, wow.
About 4 months ago.
And it's just not talked about at all.
And it's so crazy. Like, it used to be a first season will be rocky and then they'll find their footing and then it'll fizzle out. But nowadays, it's first season might be a complete banger and then the rest suck.
Crazy.
Like, they do all the work they can to launch it and then they're like, well, we're done. Moving on. That'll be fine now.
We got the audience. I don't need to try anymore.
Hang on.
Which is sad.
Which is what?
What a shame.
Well, I mean, it's a waste of their money, but it's also kind of the state of pop culture right now. And they're treating them like movies. And are they movies? Are they prestige series? And if you want to reduce churn, because Netflix just took it, Netflix has been killing it, and they took it in the shorts last quarter, and they lost some. I mean, their stock is still insane, okay, but they lost some because they just didn't. They came in below expectations, and part of that is and that was with Squid Game, and that's going to be the most watched thing this year easily, but nobody talked about it. People watched it, went and walked away.
And I think people are being trained to not trust season 2s anymore. So
I think there's truth in there.
Yeah.
I actually really think there's truth what you just said then. It's like MauLer just said, nowadays we're kind of being programmed now that a first season we could be like, holy shit, that is a banger. But then we immediately go, but season 2.
I'd rather preserve how good season 1 is. And then if other people talk about how good it is, then I'll watch it.
Squid Game never needed a sequel. No. It was never designed for a sequel. It was written 11 years before it was sold. It was always designed as that one entity, but due to its insane popularity, the show must go on. Like Joker, we all said at the time, Joker, amazing film. My God, don't do a sequel. But we know it's inevitable because of how much money it made. It made nearly as much, just bar a few tens of millions, than Rise of Sky Poker. Well, no, but it just did like $17 million less than Rise of Sky Poker or something. It was insanely close to it, but there was a slight differential in budgets between Joker and that film. But we knew when it did nearly 1.1 billion off a 50 million budget, you knew then it was just like it's inevitable. And look what happened.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's so fucking crazy that when Stranger Things finally comes out and completes, it'll be like a show a decade in the making now. And it's like, how many seasons? 5? Like, wow. And that's not even accounting for how weirdly the release schedule's wonkified. And a lot of people don't even, everyone's making jokes about how old the cast are. Some of them looking older than they even should for their ages. But, this age has been so strange for this, lack of maintaining momentum, or even lack of interest in maintaining momentum. As, we suggest alternatives or fixes. You just think like, I know it sucks to commit, right? If you're a mainstream actor, to be like, can you do this intense TV show for X amount of time? Like when Hugh Laurie was doing House, that was pretty much it. He's not doing anything else. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but if we make something great, something consistent, it's going to have a major impact. It's going to be remembered forever. You'll be on board with doing it. Like, I doubt Bryan Cranston regrets the time he spent on Breaking Bad, for example. A lot of shows are like that. And it's gotten like insane and absurd that we're still in this weird place where anytime a show that's doing pretty well or has a big impact, we're like, yeah, well, see you in 3 years. It's like, well, but I don't know. I'm not really thinking about it in 3 years. I'll be honest with you. With One Piece, like I really liked that season. I've forgotten a lot of it by now. I'm like, well, I guess I'll have to rewatch it by the time the next one comes out.
But I don't know whether or not I can be bothered to do that because I don't even want to start watching season 2 until I hear.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get you.
And then it becomes homework, kind of like the MCU problem.
Well, it's going to become homework simply because of FNT. I don't want to go anywhere near The Witcher season 4. And then we got the message this week in the FNT chat, you got to watch The Witcher this week. At least 2 episodes. And I'm just like, oh.
I didn't even finish season 3. And but episode with the ball, I forgot how much I hated it. 10 minutes into it, I just couldn't. I couldn't.
I'm gonna watch the whole damn thing and review it.
Poor thing.
I'm gonna watch the minimum amount.
You know what show is good, and I don't know if you've watched it yet. The House of Guinness.
Oh, I've heard it's great.
Oh,
I've heard it's great.
It's good.
I love.
I still need
that.
to finish. Yeah, I only watched a small amount, but yeah, Gary, you said you had fun with it, right?
Yeah. I've been watching it with the missus, and yeah, it's quite good. It's
What
fun.
episode?
I wonder if
are
they'll
you
release
on?
next season of that in 10 years.
Well, that's the problem. Is we've got one episode to go, so we're just kind of waiting, right, to make it last a little longer,
Mhm.
and then it'll be
That's
2 years. Like even The Gentleman, which we love, right? That took that. There's no bit. That thing has no business taking 2 years to make.
No,
There's no special effects. You know that it's
Yeah. Same for Mobland. Can you guys go faster, please? Like,
Yeah.
See, I can't help but think 15 years ago, none of this would be a problem. Mobland season 2 would be coming out next year.
absolutely, and it would be triple the size. Which is, I know, because you get those stories, right, Gary? Like a lot of these sorts of shows we loved from a time ago. The actors in them will be like, we had to stop the show because I couldn't handle this anymore. It's just constant work. You don't even sleep. You have to blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah. I mean, the worst of it can be close to that and everything. But look what you produced. You know, I still can't quite get over like the era we were in prior to what is considered the birth of the prestige TV show era. Just how much storytelling you'd be getting so consistently to the point where you might not be able to watch the whole thing, and by the time you catch up, the next season's already coming out. You're like, all right, shit, yeah, let's jump in. It's that momentum is absolute insanity. These days, though, by the time Mobland season 2 comes around, I will be like, shit, I gotta rewatch season 1 because
yeah,
you know,
they count on that,
stuff,
and they count on that, but it's still not going to do anything for your longevity. Is if you are seeking out to reduce churn by having the water cooler show on your platform, it needs to come out consistently. It needs to be good. And it can't, even the best show can't wait 3 fucking years. It kills all momentum, and it's about momentum. People will always point out Stranger Things. That's an anomaly. That's a complete anomaly.
What was this difference? What was the gap between Wednesday season 1 and 2?
Dude.
Because what season 2's been huge for them.
A couple years. But
also, sorry, I just saw like the comparison. Is MauLer of all people complaining about how long it takes to make. With well, to be fair, he said when he's making a dumb Star Wars video that no one's gonna watch. So to be fair, whoever watches it,
people are gonna watch it.
It's really
okay.
bad. But
yeah.
I'm not 1,000 crew members with $500 million working to create something that's supposed to just generate immense economic value. I'm a guy on YouTube just talking about media and culture, which, by the way, I still do consistently every single week, if not day at this point. You know, the videos are coming, but I don't know how I'm compared to Stranger Things. It just feels a little strange and out of scale. But someone could say, and I wouldn't even disagree, MauLer, your channel would be more successful. You were more consistently releasing videos. I'd be like, yes, that's true.
Probably just a statistical fact, yeah.
But like I'm in a privileged position of being able to not rely on that in order to maintain the career as it stands. I can make what I really want to make, which like passion projects that are majorly long. For the record, the equivalent of what I'm doing with the next video is like prepping the entire, not even season, but series, and then releasing all at once. So time-wise,
it'll be equivalent to a lot of channels' videos for an entire year.
Yeah.
Or 6 months or 4 months. It just depends, But no, we're not Hollywood. So we don't have the reason I don't go after like indie things is because they're indie. They have no money and they have to use all their resources, and it's a lot of people figuring out. I'm really pointing out the people who have all the resources in the world and have no excuse to fail other than complete incompetence. Star Wars should not be failing. We just said this. Doctor Who should not be failing. It should still be going on right now. Star Wars should still be going on. Marvel should still be firing on all cylinders. Even if Marvel had made mid movies, and I mean just fucking 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 movies, they'd be in much better shape, but they haven't been. They haven't even be like mediocre would be something to rise to for them. And they have no excuses.
Wednesday was 2.5 years, by the way.
Was that Wednesday was 2.5 years? That's still too long, dude.
I just, why not, like Stranger Things, for example, just contractually lock in all of these actors for the 5 seasons, 1 per year, get it fucking done. Instead of this crazy shit where you start to wonder, it's like, were they like constant negotiations to get everybody even interested? Because it'll probably still be a big thing, right? Season 5. It's just, I wonder how big it would have been. Especially not to mention the fact that they obviously didn't plan for season 2's story or season 3's story, and then season 4's story was like an attempt to tell stories again, and now season 5 is like, we're bringing it all home, baby. I feel like that would have been better avoided if everybody was on a very strict, consistent path. So it is a reality somewhat of not even knowing how much people are even interested in the thing. But when you're investing this much time and money, you expect bit more. I say all of this and I'm thinking like, wow, look what they did to Star Wars. That was insane. The biggest thing ever for media to make money, and they didn't plan it.
No. They spent all that money on it and just shat something out. And we talked about it on FNT. It worked. Force Awakens worked completely. So like, God, we don't have to put much effort into this.
You know, it's so funny because I just saw some reference Rings of Power, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess that has the same problem in a way, but like, who gives a fuck? Like, like, oh no, you don't release that fast enough, you'll lose your momentum. Like,
yeah,
no,
they should probably take their time with this one.
Yeah, take your time,
one.
guys.
Yeah.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
We might not even get it next year.
Oh, that would be sad. I do. It always outstays its welcome after like the first fucking episode, but I always get like a sort of like, here it comes again. Rings of Power coming back.
Well, it's all the stuff they pushed from this year is coming out next year, and I talked about it yesterday on a stream. But like, we're getting a ton of shit next year, starting in January, and it just goes and goes and goes. Now, shit is the key word there. We're getting
word. Yes.
Az is complaining about Witcher season 4. You're fucking reviewing Star Trek Academy. I'm reviewing Star Trek Academy because it's going to be fucking funny. Like, I'm not worried, X-Ray Girl, about reviewing. I can't wait to see a Witcher season 4 without Henry Cavill being a barrier, because when he was there, it was bad. Imagine when he's not there. It's going to be the best comedy of the year, by far.
With Geralt going, let's fucking go.
Oh, and it comes out.
Girl power.
Dude, it comes out day after tomorrow.
Yeah, Thursday.
I know that movie.
Yeah.
Day after tomorrow. And there's nothing. Predator Badlands comes out on the 7th. But genre-wise, there ain't shit. Actually, January's going to be a better month. Air quotes. Better. Yeah, we got Wonder Man. We got
December.
We got Avatar. Stranger Things.
Avatar.
But there's Wonder Man. There is Star Trek Academy for laughs. Who knows what they're going to do with Wonder Man? And then something I'm looking forward to, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, man, how long until Alien Earth season 2? I wonder.
Oh,
2-3 years.
2-3 years, easy.
Probably 3. Yeah.
Did they have they announced it's getting a season 2?
No.
I could have sworn there was something about how it was like guaranteed already, but they haven't. I mean, nobody talked about that show. It just disappeared, which is good.
Well, yeah, because it's just consumer TV now. That's all it is. It's not. There's nothing to really discuss about
for consumer TV.
No,
dude. We've seen the budgets for The Acolyte. We've seen the budgets for The Witcher. It's insane how much money's going into this slop.
More people watch The Acolyte than Alien Earth in the beginning. So no, an official renewal for Alien Earth season 2 has not been announced.
It will.
Approximately 32 million per episode, and then just a reminder.
God.
Well,
it was shit.
You sort of sit there for a second, you're like, yeah, okay, the sets were great, a lot of good actors and stuff. It's like, but how did it cost that much? Like, I mean, God.
Layers and layers of red tape.
Yeah, because the budget for the original Alien was either 10 or 11 million, I think.
For the 78.
70, wasn't it? I thought Alien was 79.
79. Could be 79.
Well, I guess it was made in 78, but yeah.
Yeah.
So just, per episode, an average of 3 Alien movies. I'm sure, you know what, if I said that in front of Noah Hawley, he'd be like, yeah, and we did an Alien movie in one of our episodes. Yeah.
We did. They actually said it was a movie. Like, no, you made a really bad episode. And many were calling it the best episode of the series.
So what about...
I don't think those people are around anymore. I think they disintegrated like Tron Ares.
But what about the movie? What about Alien Redo Part 2?
Romulus?
Romula do.
That was it.
Romula do?
so yeah, Romulus. Is there another one of that?
Will there be a sequel to Romulus? That'd be fucking hilarious.
They will. I'm pretty sure that got announced, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
has it been announced? So that's been announced. There's another.
They'll have to develop a new term for sequel. There's so many, but it's a sequel of a prequel that's technically a sequel. That's a midquel. That's a sidequel.
Yeah, midquel was I think an actual.
They should call it a mistress quel. A mistress quel.
Oh my god.
It's so funny because it's like it will be getting a sequel, but Fede Alvarez won't be involved. It's like I don't even.
Oh, you're kidding me! You're kidding me! Like the one, that guy needs to just go do original stuff. I think.
Isn't it funny though that you go right? There's a new Alien product coming out, and you're right. So there's a female brunette in the lead. Now what have you got?
I love how they treat that with such care, even though they're completely different characters in completely different eras and timelines. Like they're like, we have to make sure it's a small brunette woman. Meanwhile, like
no, it's so
every other fucking character that is iconic, it's like, well, no.
Now everyone else is just a retard.
It doesn't even make sense with the fucking Alien franchise. Like, it needs to be. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yes, it needs to be a xenomorph versus a skinny brunette woman.
Yeah,
she could have a British accent at some point. She could be like she could be Latinx
from her at some point.
But it has to be a skinny brunette woman. We cannot have an alien fighting a dude.
Now, James Bond, nothing needs to be consistent about him.
No,
we can do anything.
Exactly. Good Lord.
But he's going to be the most politically correct Bond of all time next.
You're going to stream that Bond game when it comes out, as?
I think it looks very generic. I'll see. It's like the Indiana Jones game. I saw the trailer for that and I was like, this just looks like repetitive, generic game. And it was, but it was worse.
Yeah,
and
I do feel like that Indiana Jones game almost gets away with the notion that it was like good-ish to mediocre. It's like it was kind of bad, honestly.
Yeah,
it's games are capable of being a hell of a lot better than that. And this James Bond game, I'm assuming it's going to be borderline slop. Like it'll have no unique spark to it, and it's going to be like a worse version of all the other games that it's referencing, or it's just taking shit from.
And Bond will be consistently belittled by
and bossed around by a bunch of women. I mean, that's okay. You want to talk about branding and checklists? That's the one they have that over at across the pond in here. It's if it has a straight male lead, we need to have minimum 3 diverse women bossing him around at all times.
Gotta get him on that moped.
It's like that Black Panther movie, mate. Holy
like Black Panther, Shang-Chi. Admittedly, the women were more masculine than the male character. Simu Liu.
Yeah, he had no agency in his own film.
I mean, he was perfect.
He
casting.
blocked Gundam as well. So Gundam and I, both of us are blocked. He blocked somebody else, apparently, semi decent sized content creator, I believe, as well.
He is worse than Brie Larson ever was. Brie Larson made her
He's a little
comments
bitch.
years ago, and then she did her YouTube channel, but kind of shut up after that. And to the point where you kind of almost got to feel sorry for her. She did the Marvels, and Marvel did her dirty, and she did herself dirty too. But
She did, there was a lot of talk about her being very standoffish, difficult to work with,
yes,
rude.
And it doesn't
we saw in the
help.
interview she was taking credit for not her work. She was taking credit for doing all the stunts. She didn't.
But that was all years ago, and then she shut the hell up. Even during the Marvels, she wasn't the problem. I mean, other than being horribly miscast and the worst adaptation of Carol Danvers they could think of, which is the Kelly Sue DeConnick one. I am not simping for Brie Larson. That is Ryan's job because that's his girlfriend. But if you want to like compare who is worse, Simu Liu is way worse. For one, at least Brie Larson can say she was in a $1 billion movie. Simu Liu was in a fucking flop. Where's that sequel, bruh?
But I was in Barbie, don't you know? I was a Ken.
Perfectly cast as a plastic dude with no dick.
Plastic, dickless, devoid of personality fucking toy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if he stars in Barbie movies and stupid sitcoms, that's fine. But what a horrible Shang-Chi. And if probably a lot of people aren't familiar with the character, go back. The character's based on Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yeah. Watch a Bruce Lee film. That's what it should be like.
Yes.
Lots of fucking ass kicking. That proper ass kicking like that. Not, oh my God, there's a black guy in a subway in San Francisco. We better be careful.
Attacking an Asian guy, which is a day that ends in Y.
Stop the Asian hate.
It is still funny how quickly that stopped. Once people started looking into it a little bit.
Remember how quickly monkeypox fucking stopped? Holy shit.
It was like one day it was like, stop the Asian hate everywhere on Twitter. Then
there's a disease that's spreading around real quickly. Awesome. Let's make it COVID 2.0. Who's it affect? Pedos and gays. Oh, okay. Cut it. Cut.
I didn't I was going to announce Prunella Scales died.
Oh,
who?
yeah. I saw that earlier.
Who?
So people in chat, but yeah, Sybil Faulty and
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
I
93.
saw that a little earlier. 93 is a great innings. That's a great innings. My granddad managed to make it to 91. My granny 86. So 93.
What did Ryan say? Like when he hits 50, he's leaving.
Ryan's gonna live to be.
He won't. He'll live to
He'll be too angry to die.
He's
There's
fueled
certain
by
people.
anger.
Life has.
He's too healthy to die.
Is this gonna be do you guys ever see the Simpsons meme where like Mo is always considering killing himself, and there's this joke where he's like something happens, something comes up, and the equivalent for Ryan would be announcing like the next Harry Potter thing or Star Wars thing, and you just see a noose in the background and go, "Not today, old friend." Not today.
I went off on this yesterday, but we can pull it up today. You guys aren't going to give a shit, but I'll be quick about it. Pull up the clip they put out of the audiobook. I have a gripe.
Okay.
I have a nerd gripe.
Is this where Sirius Black is black?
No, Sirius Black is black in it, which is fucking. We predicted that. We so predicted that. We're like, his last name is Black. You got to cast a black guy. That is the mentality.
Yeah, yes.
And you know, that was my biggest shock when I worked in Hollywood for that brief time. I'm like, man, there's so much money and this they have this, you know, huge industry that's lasted 100 years. There has to be a bunch of people who just know what they're doing. I know there's a bunch of incompetent people. There's got to be bean counters and creatives who like know what they're doing. No. It is all about the art of bullshit. Actually, the cream doesn't rise to the top. Incompetence is rewarded. You fail upward. People think that's a joke. It's a very real thing in Hollywood. As a matter of fact, the more integrity you have and the more competence you have, the less likely you are to work anywhere in that town. So here is the audio. I've been looking forward to this fully cast audio drama. So before you hit play, fully cast audio drama, and I talked about it yesterday, so sorry if some of you have heard it before. I'm a big audio drama nerd. I own a bunch of them, going back to radio shows, to The Shadow, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, one of the greatest radio dramas ever made. The best radio drama ever made is BBC's adaptation of Lord of the Rings back in the early 80s. The Star Wars radio show. Love this stuff. There's a certain way you do an audio book, and then there's a certain way you do an audio drama, especially when it's fully cast, right, guys? You would think it's theater of the mind. And you might not notice it, but like hit play. Too much fucking narrator. That is way too much.
I was going to say, what's the point in doing he cleared his throat and then...
And clearing his throat and said
Exactly.
Hermione, like, we know she said it.
Yeah, we heard her say it. So they're basically doing the audio book and just having actors do the dialogue. That's not an audio drama. That's an audio book. And it's fucking annoying. So you have a narrator set up a scene. Like I said, listen to the BBC Lord of the Rings one with the late great Sir Ian Holm. It is absolutely the best one. They have a narrator set up the chapter pretty much, and that narrator only comes in when they change scenery. It doesn't go, Bilbo said. It's like we just heard him say it. We just heard him cough. We don't need this constant. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying as fucking. Oh, it's for kids. Well, that shit was for kids too. But yeah, I was really looking forward to this. I'm like, if I have to listen to that chick fucking tell me everything I already know, it's gonna be so annoying. It sucks. And
Maybe they could do an edited version again.
Maybe we could do our podcast like this. Az can say something and I can go, as said.
Said as.
Said has.
What a cunt.
Said as.
Yelled as.
Shouted as.
But the little girl playing.
He laughs and claps his hands.
The little girl playing Hermione sounds good though.
She does.
She does. And she's going to play it in the show, which comes out in 2 years. So in this era of streaming, MauLer, they are planning to get the 7 seasons done in 10 years.
That's not happening.
That is not fucking happening.
Nope.
No.
By the way, should happen.
Should.
In fact, 7 in 8 years would maybe be the way to go, but it's not going to happen. Dude, Lithgow's not going to be able to live through to Dumbledore's final scenes.
No, he looks great as Dumbledore, by the way. But
yeah, he looks good, and he's sounding in, like, for his age. He's what, 79? He's sounding in really good fettle.
Yeah, it just depends on the person, and it health matters not in a lot of cases, because we all know like William Shatner, bit of a drinker, bit of a partier, and that guy's as sharp as a fucking tack right now. I saw
Doesn't even sound old.
Does not sound old at all. Mel Brooks was on the John Candy documentary, and he sounded great, and he's 100. He sounds like he has more clarity than Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, we got to get Mel Brooks to June of next year to hit that ton.
Dude, Patrick Stewart sounded melted for the past like 20 years now.
Yeah,
it's kind of insane.
It was just like a couple of years before the announcement of him coming back as Picard. Suddenly, all that boom in his voice had just kind of gone, and
there's a part.
This sort of came in.
There's a point when it goes with people, and it just depends on the person, I guess. I hope they all live forever. I do.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me
started.
started.
Apparently, Patrick Stewart does love his blow. Not his blow, sorry. Does love his weed.
Oh. That's so weird. Sir Patrick Stewart
I know.
Getting stoned.
Off his dad. Yeah.
That might explain a lot. He's probably just stoned. He's probably awake and bake, like Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And
even Harrison Ford sounds completely
bro, when at Comic-Con, when Chris and I saw him, he was lit. He was so fucking high.
Wouldn't you be
funny.
though if you had to do what he's doing?
Exactly. It's like my one chance in life to be in the same room and pretty fucking close to Harrison Ford, my childhood acting hero. He was high as fuck. And I know, okay. True. I assume everybody's on drugs. I just do. But I recognize like when somebody's lit up on the gummies or whatever. Dante on Flashcast last Saturday.
Dante.
He was so fucked up. He's like, let me tell you something. I was dying.
Next, you'll be asking Robert to appear sober on these things. No, sir.
No. Robert's a happy drunk, though. He's a really, really happy drunk.
Unless you get him on the Jews. When we did the, I don't think you had arrived.
Dude, out of context, that sounded really bad.
It did. I'm like, I think we need some context on that.
when doing Chris Gore's Oscar party.
Yeah.
2024. So it was last year, not this year. It was last year.
It was before I came on, but I was watching some of it. Yeah.
And Robert was just drunk as a fart, and all he would talk about is Israel Palestine,
which is beautifully suitable.
not in a fun way as well. It's just
beautiful.
I know, and it's just kind of like
it just dovetails in with all the conversations.
I had to break it up with as much racism as I tried, but then Polly from Latino Slant came on, and then that was me done because I can't compete with him on racism.
No. His cracker counter. And we'll be back on next year.
Yeah, I might be back next year.
Oh, they're fun.
So funny is producer notes though during a rant about Israel Palestine. Someone's like, "Be racist, say racist things, distract people, say horrible different things."
Say like children instead or something. I don't know.
Just talk about shot collars and dogs.
Oh boy. He's going to get away with that. Hassan's going to get away.
The TV player will be free.
He already has.
Yeah, he's gotten away with it. Like,
yeah, they've already moved on. It's all the conversation is
I don't
all
think anyone
on.
was surprised that that's the case. It's just that it seems to have dealt more damage to him than any of the horrors he's done up to this point.
I know,
which is both insane and makes sense.
And then did he come out and say something like, people are starting to exclude me because of my political belief? And it's like, no, it's because you're an animal abusing.
Any stupid, crazy thing you can imagine he said. Like, I've seen all kinds of clips. Some of the best ones are like, I'm the most persecuted person online, despite being possibly like one of the most moral. At one point, there was like a discussion on one of the most persecuted people online, like groups, and he says probably women, right? That they're the most persecuted. That everyone hates women. And he ends it with, they're almost hit as hard as me. It's like
oh my god.
He decided he's the most hated person on the internet unfairly.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Wanker believes he's the most victimized person. Okay.
Just for the record, guys, because I don't know if you remember this so many years ago. Someone in his chat says like, "Oh, you've been responded to by EFAP back in the reactor stuff," and he's just like, "If I don't give a fuck what they have to say, Nazi podcast, whatever." And it was just like someone else was like, "Oh, do you even know who they are?" And he's like, "No." It's just like, what? Do you want to calm down?
I got fired from Blizzard for stealing breast milk from the fridge, apparently.
Well, I mean, stop stealing breast milk from the fridge at Blizzard.
Yeah, where's the lie?
The place you've never worked.
I refused. I will not compromise my morals.
But no, the whole world is unfair to Hassan while he is just the fairest person ever. One of the latest clips, he was
mirror on the wall.
He's got a degree in like poli-sci or whatever, so he actually has authority on these subjects, which most people in this sector do not have. And it's just like, you're making degrees look pointless, dude. That's what you end up as.
They're looking that way anyway. They're looking that way anyway. We have colleges teaching how Tolkien is racist. So
Yeah.
what's the fucking point?
I had a really good thing today. Don't blame the mirror for being ugly.
What
I do
if
like
it's an
that.
ugly mirror?
Well, yeah. What if it's a warped mirror?
By the way, I think Cambridge University are now teaching, no longer going to teach that Anglo-Saxons are a people at all. So apparently they're now going to start being taught. Yeah, yeah, the cow. Yeah. Well, do you know? Yes, it kind of is. In actual fact, one could be so bold as to say it is verging on trying to retroactively genocide a group of people.
Yeah.
But,
so originally there were black people in England, and somehow the white people came from space. Maybe.
Yes.
And there are people who believe that, by the way. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm maybe? No, it's in my forbidden frontier sphere, in the really fucking weird parts of it. Yes, white people are aliens and fucking lizards and all that shit. But yeah, so they came from space apparently and conquered England.
How do they know? I thought nobody. Damn it, we're supposed to keep this secret, ass.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's been blown.
Whoops.
We gotta go check out the spaceship. Make sure it's all intact. Someone's gonna find the spaceship.
V was a documentary.
Those are my people.
my people.
V did nothing wrong.
Yeah. V baby.
It's all about the V.
On the ugly mirror thing, bear with me for this. It's a sketch joke in my head. Okay, so Az would be like the camera's on Az, and he's pointing at the camera, and he's saying, "Don't blame the mirror for being ugly." And the camera pans back, and there's a guy he's talking to, and the guy says, "But this is a window."
Oh my god.
I like that. It's good.
Oh. Hassan and Twitch. I talked about it yesterday. Like, my window to Twitch is Yeet. So first, who I don't follow, but Yeet tweets, posts all over my fucking timeline, and it's Asmongold talking about Mixelplix or whatever, like people I've never fucking heard of. And my observation of
can streamers stop sexually fucking assaulting
like having
stop?
never watched a Twitch stream in my fucking life, my observation of it is it's just streamers who are mostly on Adderall, mostly leftists, talking about each other, suing each other, sexually assaulting each other, shocking their dogs, and their CEO is a pervert. Did I get it right?
And then pointing at you and going, "You're racist."
Yes.
You're like,
I was
what the fuck can I do?
I probably have the best poise to try and explain this, but even I'm like, on my stream I mentioned Cutie Cinderella, Valkyrie.
I have no idea who that is. Who the fuck is that?
And I was like, I think I got all the names right. They're like, how do you know this? And I was like, I don't know anything about. I don't even know the difference between these people. But what I do know is that Twitch, for a very long time, it's referred to as the Twitch aristocracy. It's basically all of these major Twitch streamers that all help each other and are tight knit. So like you know, they all boost each other to be the best of the.
Like a network.
The best way to understand
share
it
the same agent too.
Like they made the streamer awards. That's the equivalent of the Academy making awards to make them. You know, they deliver it to themselves. And the funniest part is like they will be like, "Oh, best streamer of the year, it's this person," and everyone's like,
"Frogan for the fourth year in a row."
The Frogan awards are fucking amazing.
Best newcomer, Frogan, 4th year in a row.
But a lot of the time, they'll just be like, "Who the fuck is even this person?" And it's just like, yeah, but woohoo, yay, we're all great, yay. And it's just like, who the fuck are you? And within like a year, I should probably say even like a month, there's this major collapse. You have the all the Hassan stuff, obviously. Then this, I'm assuming Mizkif's career is like fried after this, with everything that is happening with him and the. Is it Emiru or Emiru?
Emiru, who was just recently assaulted at TwitchCon.
TwitchCon, yeah.
Exactly. But then you've also got Ludwig, known for never having an opinion on anything unless it means he's going to get in trouble. Recently, I don't know if you saw this, right? So first he comes out and says, definitely a shock collar. How could Hassan do this? And this is so fucking hard to track. It's like Game of Thrones. I saw someone say, so he is dating someone who runs a podcast with the girl who's dating Hassan. So you understand, like, if he says it was a shock collar when Hassan's saying it was not, you see, like, that's going to create issues, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people pointed this out and basically said Ludwig's a piece of shit for doing this, like all the fans like turning on him and stuff. And then he's like, I was incorrect. It was definitely not what I said it was. And everyone's, it's like, you spineless fuck. You've been given orders.
What a
marching
coward.
orders.
What a fucking coward.
And yes, you get.
Wait, my spot's under jeopardy. Quick. To
Well,
the 180 mobile.
The thing a bunch of people brought up was, I think it was a year back or 2 years back, he made a video that was, I think, barely critical of Hassan. And then he's on a stream and someone says, like, Hassan's pissed at you for doing this video. And he's pissed at me? Why? What did I do? Well, I don't know. Like, no, it's not supposed. He's like, it's not supposed to be. And then he takes the video down. And in retrospect, it's like, no, I didn't take it down because Hassan told me to. I had other reasons. I was other interests. Blah, blah, blah. And so he's like going through all of this shit, but it's just become clear that he's like a spineless monster that doesn't care about anybody. And he recently on a stream was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I do it for the money. Yeah, I don't care about these people. And he said about Hassan, which, by the way, you don't need to volunteer this information. He just says, if Hassan died, I wouldn't go to his funeral. It's like, why?
What?
Like, why would you say that? Like,
where did that come from?
He says if he retired, he wouldn't be hanging out with any of these people ever again. It's all for business. It's all for money. It's like, what the? You didn't need to say any of this.
Oh.
You're saying the quiet bit out loud, dude. You're saying the quiet bit out loud.
So, again, the aristocracy, all of these top streamers, all of them have got major controversies going on. I think they all hate each other now, and it's all admitted it's all for money. And then they're all like miserable, horrible people.
Yeah.
There was one that really got me. There was this person who was like, I used to be a huge fan of Ludwig, but he's changed. And they have a screenshot of his for, I don't know, 5 years ago. He's got a huge trans flag in the background. Like, you used to support trans people, but I don't see that flag in any of your recent streams. And I saw this, I was like, he doesn't care about trans people. He was just doing that because it's beneficial monetarily at the time. Like, how do you not know this? You're like, oh, he's my hero, but somehow the flag's not there anymore. It's like, yeah, because none of the companies are doing it anymore either.
Yep.
It's out of fashion. It's gone. It wasn't, these people never cared. Why are you, like, why is this a surprise to you? See, for the record, though, I hope Emerald gets justice, depending on exactly what happened with these stories. Because some of this is funny, like, you know, the Ludwig stuff, but then some of it's like actually pretty serious and insane.
Scary.
Wasn't there like I really don't care, but since it's all going on, but wasn't there like a thing a couple of years ago with Mixcliff, whatever he's called?
Mixcliff is one of them, right?
Yeah,
he's the one that. No, I think you're right. Actually, I saw some people saying, like, wasn't he in trouble for stuff like this semi recently?
Yeah, like a couple of 3 years ago or something.
As I said, I'm probably better poised than you two, but I'm still out of the loop on a lot of this. Like, I only catch, as Gary said, I'm basically in the same place. There's clips on Twitter that I'm mostly like, I'm piecing together the TV show that is life through these clips. The backstabbing is fucking crazy, though. I will say, like I said, Game of Thrones level of family.
It's a big soap opera.
We all know this is just
school.
clout chasing. Everything's just clout chasing with these fucking soulless fucking husks.
I just love that in an attempt to prove that he doesn't have any loyalty to Assad to the point of controlling him, he just announces, I don't care about anybody. I do all of this for money. It's like, okay.
I mean, thanks for the honesty.
I know.
Yeah. So you're saying there's no point in listening to anything you have to say because it's all
Never
motivated by whichever way the wind is blowing.
That's Twitch, I guess.
Fucking purple demon.
Do you see the Dan Clancy stuff where he was interviewed by
Taylor Lorenz?
Taylor Lorenz, that's it.
Yeah.
She basically says like what's being done about the lacking security and the safety for Twitch streamers, and he just starts rambling about how you can ban anybody from your chat. You can do it. You have control of your community. It's just like, bro.
Yeah, he tried to kind of like low key blame Emerald, didn't he? But I was like, yeah.
I was watching Nick Diorio cover it, and he said something I just completely agree with. It's like, most CEOs, most major people, when a huge drama like this, where your biggest female streamer gets sexually assaulted in your own convention for this platform, most CEOs be like, hey, can't really make it to the interview today, unfortunately. I'm going to be unavailable. Maybe don't. You did it right next to it. And he said some of the stupidest shit, just like, yeah, bad, weird people from the community. Twitch allows you to do that. Okay, bro. Excellent.
Well, he doesn't look that great partying with a bunch of 19-year-old girls, too.
Just doesn't look that great in general. A lot of people have assumed it's like, how long before he just gets forced to resign by Amazon?
I don't know. He seems to have gotten away with it again, just like the dirty purple monster does. And everything, like, there's been so much clapback for years about Twitch and the behavior and Dan Clancy and everything that's going on. Nothing gets done. It looked like one point it was on literal, the plug was going to get pulled by Amazon. And here we are, like 3 years later, and it's still
going.
Twitch survived.
Somehow it survives.
It's like an Ouroboros, that fucking thing.
Well, and now with this having happened, everyone's digging up clips from the whole history. I've seen there's apparently a whole history of Mizkif getting really angry and jealous that Emma is better at games than he is.
Yeah, I saw some of those.
And I was like,
where he peaked his microphone or something because it was too busy screaming at him.
Yeah, he's like, he gets there's like a clip where he's trying to do the cheat in Mario 64. You can backward bounce up the stairs to skip to the final level. He can't do it, and then she does it first try, and it's like, I'm telling you, man, you gotta try to chill on the ego stuff. Finding a girl who is that into video games, who knows stuff like that, that's that's a unicorn. Okay?
That's a unicorn.
Yeah,
the point where they're destroying you on like secret cheats in classic video games. That you shouldn't ruin that.
What he did.
This is what I mean. Like, you see a girl do that, and you're like, okay.
Teach me the ways.
Yes.
So we got screen time here.
Okay.
The Witcher showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hisrich praises Liam Hemsworth.
I bet.
Taking over from Henry Cavill as Geralt. When he stepped into the set for the first time, all of us were nervous, but he has such an ease about him. Everything about him is just effortless. In other words, I know shit about the fucking lore. I'm just going to do what I'm told.
Have you read the books? No.
You're hired.
You are my people.
Yeah. What do you want to bet as he's in a third of his own series? We're going to follow Yennefer most of the time and Ciri. And most of the action will follow Yennefer. She will be like a general at some point. Like, it's going to be fucking hilarious, dude.
Well, she's a major sword fighter now, apparently.
Yeah,
in this series,
we saw in the trailer that she is like leading a resistance of freedom fighters or some shit. It's like, good God.
God, it's insufferable. Pretty much just like, remember when after the first season of The Witcher, Lauren Histrich, because there's so much criticism, Lauren Histrich tried to engage in conversation with the Quartering. And then, she got so much shit.
That's right.
He's a Nazi fucking. Now he's just a fucking one walking advert, coffee man. But he's just like, he's a fucking Nazi. And then that killed off any discourse there. And then we're just like, we're just gonna do what we're gonna do. Make dog shit.
And they did over years. There's gonna be another season after this. But they're not splitting it up. Like, they're dropping everything at once. And it's going to move. So this Thursday.
How many episodes? Season 4?
8, I believe.
How many episodes were there in the other series?
8.
Yeah.
How many episodes for season 5?
That's a good question. They put another $250 million into these 2 seasons. So they it's unbelievable.
The shit.
It's so crazy. Like, at least, like, you know, Netflix will put out so much shit and then they'll put out something good once in a while, you know? Keep chasing that dragon. Frankenstein's good. I liked it. I was very happy to see it in a theater. So I don't think a home theater or TV is going to do it justice. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Did they show it in theaters at all over there?
Yes. Yeah, they came out on the Friday, like late afternoon, though, on the Friday.
Oh, gotcha.
And I think it's select cinemas as well.
Yeah. They're expanding it this weekend, they said.
Okay.
So if you could see it in a theater, I would recommend it. It's a very much a Guillermo del Toro film, but you know, and it's not reinventing the wheel. It's adapting Frankenstein with his spin, but it's pretty fucking good. I liked it. I even told message MauLer that night. I'm like, I don't know if I'd watch it again, but then I woke up the next morning going, I wanted to watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll definitely see it.
What was the budget for Shelby Oaks?
That's a good question.
Well,
It crowdfunded, right? So
he
But then he got-
crowdfunded $500,000, and then he got given an additional $1 million, I think. Could be
Initial
wrong.
crowdfund was almost 1.4 million.
Was
The
it?
crowdfund was 1.4 million.
Yeah.
And then didn't it get some Sony funding or something?
Neon funded him, and I'm pretty sure I could have sworn they gave him $1 million, but maybe
I think they did, and a lot of help
Me-
from Mike Flanagan.
which cannot be understated, by the way.
Cannot be understated. X-Ray Go, you could. I mean, it's Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so
Let's see. It's on 2.6 million worldwide.
what was that cinema score?
C minus.
Ooh,
1,820. That's a lot of theaters. 1,823.
Dude, it's in my local theater. I'm really fucking surprised about that. I was like, holy shit, there it is.
Wow.
Which makes me wonder. I wonder what because how much marketing you seen for this? Would you say, guys?
Barely.
not a lot.
None.
Not a
Not
lot.
a lot.
Nah. A little bit on Twitter from Neon. They put up a Chris Stuckman interview and him talking about it. Been working on this project for a decade, apparently, I was told by MauLer.
So what I've gathered from what his friends have said and some things from his own videos is that it's an idea he's been tooling at for as much as a decade, working on this film specifically for I think 5 years. Like it went into pre-production 5 years ago. Yep. In a significant way. So yeah, it's a major passion project baby of his. I can't imagine he's super pleased with the result so far. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to it.
I haven't
just
seen
yet.
it either.
Oh, it is coming out on the 29th of October
Tomorrow.
at my local cinema.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see it tomorrow if I want in mine.
Yeah, so in the UK it's coming out tomorrow.
It'll be exciting to see. Shelby Oaks.
Sure.
Are we gonna click the 90 reviews? Is that gonna happen?
Let's have a look. See. Decently scary mix of found footage and narrative horror.
Decently scary.
I know what to.
Jesus, like that's a fresh rating. By the way.
A B. I gave that a B. I thought that was an 8 for a second then, and then lost my tish. Shelby Oaks feels less like a debut from a new voice and more like a patchwork quilt of borrowed ideas from better, braver films.
I've heard this from a lot of different people that it is you can see all of the influences on it, which I think there's a version of the film that could be good while saying that, you know. A lot of films get inspired and stuff, but the connotation with everyone saying this is that it's like a bad copy of a lot of stuff. I'll be curious because like the major ones I've seen are Blair Witch Project, The Ring, and Rosemary's Baby. There's like 3 major films that he's clearly been influenced by, which, hey, it's fine. It's just it depends on how it turns out, I suppose.
Yeah. The 7:30 show tonight in my local theater, 3 tickets have sold.
Shelby Oaks hints at the promise of a new original horror vision, then traps that vision in an ode to every cliche in the book. Stuckman recycles real-world sites to effectively immerse audiences in the unsettling stillness of the fictional community that he really wished he could call Silent Hill, but called Shelby Oaks.
Mm-hmm. The haunting.
Not awful, but it didn't come together for me. Rachel's reviews for Jeremy Johns.
Dude, imagine having a good 38 seconds with your lover, and they come out with not awful, but it didn't come together for me.
Look, somebody, I get done. Look, and as long as I'm done, when I'm done, everyone's done. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy Johns, whack, whack. It comes across as a bit indulgent at times.
Did you watch his review? It's quite funny.
Is it?
He's like I don't think he's particularly mean or anything. He's
not a mean guy.
No, he comes across authentic, honest. But he does say like and he names a few, but he's like there's a lot of writing issues, a lot of confusion, a lot of logistical stuff, a lot of like why would someone do that if they were in this scenario sort of things, which inevitable, I suppose, especially on a big project, lots of different things happening. But I think he said, I could be misquoting, but he said, like, it might not bother you if you're drunk.
Okay, so I want to focus a little bit on where these reviewers come from.
Sure.
So we got, go to the top, X-Ray Girl. We have Assignment X, The Only Critic, Sarah G. Vincent Views, Spectrum Culture. Oh, we live in a Spectrum.
Is that
Rogers TV, Austin Burke, Flick Fan Fiction Nation, Flick Fan Nation, Rachel's Reviews. I listen. No shade on Rachel's Reviews, but I went to the YouTube channel. Not big. Okay, Jeremy Johns,
the guy from Certified Forgotten.
She is, but.
That's funny.
Certified Forgotten, Morbidly Beautiful, Cinemalog. Oh, there's the LA Times. Okay, there's
something. Top Critic. New York Times. There you go. Daily Beast. Oh my God.
You're not Green Rant. Top critics. These are the guys that know cinema, Gary.
They.
Who was there? Was it Toronto Star Top Critic?
Movies and Munchies.
There was a Guardian there as well. Okay. The Wrap.
Did you see the one that said something about a Sudoku puzzle? Hang on. Scroll down. It's the first top critic. It's that rare. No, you've gone past it.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
It's rare that horror film that's scarier if you have it on in the background while you do it a Sudoku puzzle than if you're actually, watching it. Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn,
So
William.
that says to me,
Bibiani.
Jump scares will just pull, But if you're watching it, maybe not. There aren't too many horror films exactly like Shelby Oaks is probably a compliment. That same uniqueness also ends up amplifying our disappointment.
Wow.
From what I've gathered, the cinematography is really solid, and like the broad direction seems to be pretty. It's just the script is giving everyone trouble.
Okay. A skillfully made pastiche of horror movie tropes and influences. Writer, director, producer Christopher Stuckman both knows and loves the genre. Unfortunately, Shelby Oaks is also a slow burn that doesn't deliver an incendiary payoff, and that was a thumbs up.
Dude, I was gonna say the fucking fresh ratings are all like backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, decently scary. That's such a weird way to describe a horror movie. Like if you said to a friend, it's like, "Oh, you got to watch this. It is decently scary."
Here's another thumbs up. It's not as special as it truly could have been, but there's always some uneven footing in the journey towards creative contentment. Contentment. That's a thumbs up.
I don't understand that.
That's what you say to your fucking 5-year-old when they just like scribble on the page and go, "It's you."
Well, part of the change of Rotten Tomatoes was making people go through a bunch of hoops if you're a viewer, right? And this was all because of Captain Marvel. And then bringing in a bunch of sites to water down the top critics. If you go to top critics, let's see what the if we go to top critics, it's at 25%. Scroll up, X-Ray. Scroll up. Now go back. Go back. Go back. Now click on the 59% itself.
Oops.
Nope. Go back. Click on there you go. And then hit top critics. There you go.
25.
Ow.
4 fresh, 12 rotten.
What's the all audience? 54. So it's pretty
57.
pretty much the same.
Dang.
So that's why they brought in all those other critics from places. You know who like isn't on Rotten Tomatoes probably because he hasn't asked is Critical Drinker.
It doesn't need to be.
No, he doesn't need to be. But
You think they
would just give it to him, you know?
I think what surprises me about all of this, right? So, which do you guys which would you say is the fairest aggregate out of all of the ones? So, like Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic, IMDb. Which of the aggregate score would you think is the most reliable? Obviously, none of them are, but still,
None of them. Probably Metacritic.
I would say perception-wise, IMDb.
IMDb removes reviews though, and they have been caught doing it.
Well, again,
yeah.
none of them are reliable.
None of them.
But...
I wouldn't take. I'm just answering the question of which one out of the three would you?
And by the way, reliable doesn't actually refer to how honest or how much integrity, but how much you think the rating matches reality. Which do you think has the best score for that out of all these sites, basically?
The Metacritic user review.
Yeah, the Metacritic user review. It's harder to tell with Rotten Tomatoes, but they're TV reviews, which don't require you to prove that you, because they couldn't. They tend to be a little more accurate.
If then we go with Metacritic user reviews, it's user score 4.5 out of 10, which I'm honestly surprised about. I don't really understand, because I would have thought even if the movie were bad, that it's Chris Stuckman, right? He's like borderline internet darling culturally, not with our spheres, but a lot of people get very defensive. Do you remember when, like, I think Jay Longbow made fun of him on Twitter and she got fucking blasted by so many people like, oh, he's actually a very wonderful startup. He's trying his best. He's working really hard. Like, being mean to him is so fucking rude. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, yeah, but he's being cringe. You know, it was the whole thing about, like, I won't review because it's negative, all that shit. So I would have thought that he would have been, for lack of a better way of putting it, love bombed with this, right?
Yeah.
Like, give it a high rate. And I even think that some people would justify it as being like, it doesn't matter how good the film is, we need to support this sort of event.
Or blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
Yeah, YouTuber turned film creator, blah blah. But like, man, I'll be honest, like seeing 41 and 4.5 is like, geez.
I have no love Chris Stuckman. I find him boring as the day's long, and I've never held any stock in his reviews whatsoever. And I know that sounds nasty, but it's not. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion about somebody. I'd rather go. There are plenty of other people I'd go elsewhere. That's how I found Drinker. I found Drinker entertaining in his reviews. It's how I found Angry Joe with games reviews, not his movie and TV stuff, which is the worst takes I've ever heard on fucking planet Earth. But to give Chris some credit, because I know he's been elevated quite a bit here. He is at least doing so. You know, he is going out and creating something.
Sure, yeah. No, yeah, he's absolutely pursuing a dream, and I think that's
you
very
can't
cool, very awesome.
knock somebody for pursuing a dream.
No,
And
of course not.
For the record, I'm not trying to imply, wow, the film must be truly, absolutely awful to get these scores. I'm just kind of confused. I don't know why. I would have thought like I said, his fans would have given him a big old leg up, because the film hasn't even had like a broad, big talked about release yet. I mean, it's only been out for very briefly.
Yep.
But isn't this the reality of, right? Like you and I, we have written a story for the Rippaverse. We put out a comic. We sold over $500,000 worth, 515,000. We sold 13,000 books. That was us pushing it to our audiences here on YouTube, right? There is I think a huge difference between pushing to your audiences on the platform that you exist in than being out into the ether and trying to push it there. Then I think there becomes, a much there is a much just larger world in general. And all the people who may support you on YouTube, may back you on YouTube, etc., they can easily get drowned out by just Joe Public who wants to, this new horror film that came out. I thought it was boom. And you don't necessarily, it's very difficult to get somebody to get off there. Like with us selling our book, everybody could just be watching us on a stream and then go order Saints and Sinners, bang, there and then. Big difference from doing that than saying, can you get up? Can you get in your car? Can you drive to a theater? Can you part with your money there? Can you watch? There's a big difference in that as well.
I think because a lot of them reference it right in these reviews, be like, oh, YouTuber turned director, blah blah blah. So it's like they know. But I think you might be right about a lot of them don't have any kind of allegiance. In fact, some of these people I think enjoy being like, oh yeah, Mr. YouTuber, you think you can do it? Let's see. You fucking couldn't. Like, they don't actually know anything about him, but they have a bit of a thing of, you think you can just come into our sector and dominate? Look at you. You failed. So like a little bit of animosity maybe, but no, you're probably right. A lot of these people are they're watching movies and making reviews. They don't even know any context. They're just like, well, that was a horror movie. Meh. Moving on. Because, ultimately, however good a thing is, it's going to be how it makes you feel. And if you feel after watching this horror film in the month of October near Halloween, and you come out going, wow, that was decently scary.
Maybe.
Well, I'm saying that as a negative. If you come out saying decently scary, I wonder how you feel when you get home. You're on your phone and you're like, oh yeah, I did watch Shelby Oaks. Shit. Oh, I got to write a review of it. Yeah, it was the characters, the dudes, and blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
like
there seems to be an ongoing. I mean, there wasn't many reviews. There was 19 or whatever it is, but there was a couple of 3 or 4 that all said that it in different verbiage, but they all essentially said it's just taking tropes or taking what's already been done and just sticking it together and seeing if that works. But one word we didn't hear anywhere was original.
What's interesting about how criticism works is there's one major one about the plot that I've heard from basically almost every negative review, which is the, I guess, third act or something. Main character gets information that her sister may very well be, because that's what the film's about, right? The sister is missing. I'm going to go spoiler free here somewhat, just in case. But like that she may be in this. There's a abandoned prison, which is the same prison they shot in for Shawshank Redemption, which everyone keeps mentioning as well. So cool. But she goes there to this spooky abandoned prison to find what she believes may very well be a kidnapped sister alone. And it's like,
not the greatest idea
in
the first place.
It's the kind of thing where I'm almost surprised, because obviously I haven't seen the film yet, but the fact that everyone has said this, I'm pretty sure it's a thing that happens in the film. I should be like, Chris, that's weird, man. Like, you should know, you got to justify that. You got to put a clock on it, or you got to have her not trust authorities in relation to this or something. Every film has to get around stuff like this. The same goes for like when you watch a film from the 70s and the 80s, you're like, oh, they don't have to worry about mobile phones like ruining the whole fucking plot constantly, which is some of the horror films these days have a lot of trouble with, because it's always like, oh no, I dropped my phone.
Got no
Oh
signal.
no, there's no connection. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Out of battery. Oh no. So it just takes time to sort of solve these sorts of things. But yeah, I don't know. Just there's apparently a lot of stuff like that, and I was just like, that seems odd, because he's so familiar with the culture online of what sort of. Yeah, and you might be like, oh, who fucking cares plot stuff? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Apparently, so a lot of people care.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes from like Silent Hill, for example. The people who the protagonists or the additional cast, they don't know what Silent Hill's become. James got a letter from his dead wife that said, "Come to Silent Hill." The last time they were at Silent Hill, they were there together in better times. So them turning up and realizing that the place isn't as it seems becomes the secondary mystery to them initially. Having something else happen, come to this place as dead person. So there's knowing that you're going to be going into an abandoned prison, for example. Just off the top of my head, I'd be like, well, you wouldn't go alone. So we need to find some way to either bring people in. Now, those people could obviously be killed off. Something could happen to separate, or all manner of stuff could happen. But you wouldn't just. I mean, even me as a grown man, I won't go to an abandoned prison on my own.
Well, yeah, forget the
That would be
spooky stuff.
crazy.
I mean, what if you fell? Or I mean, like it's like hiking alone. I know people do it. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid, but people do it.
And then we always hear of the hikers, even the most professional or most seasoned hikers. They go off on their own. They got in a little bit of trouble. They're dead.
Yep.
Bang. So yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to work another person in, a husband, a boyfriend, something to bring in that could affect the plot as well.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find. I mean, yeah. I mean, the only way we will find out is if we go watch it ourselves.
Yeah, I'm
some
not
of these
going. That's the one thing I ain't doing.
There's a review here. It says Shelby Oaks was obviously written by a critic, one with a near legendary knowledge of pop culture archives, and it's directed with a palpable confidence that could lead to better things.
Oh,
that's a fresh review.
That's a backhanded one again.
Yeah, I mean, like so many of the fresh reviews are just like, wow, that was like, ow, okay.
The only people who really put stock in RT is Hollywood. They're the only ones who put stock in their own awards now. So
I feel kind of bad. I could tell you someone who really puts stock in Rotten Tomatoes. Do you know who?
Who?
Chris Stuckman.
Yeah.
I remember years back, he was over the moon excited that he'd been accepted as a viable critic on there. Like, you have to, sign up or whatever. He was like, I'm a critic. I count as a critic on there. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, man. It's, not for us, but for him, it was a good prestigious thing. So can't imagine he's very happy with his film being rotten on there right now. Hey,
well, that's the way of the road, Bubbles.
The way of the world. Put yourself out there. That's gonna happen. But I hope he becomes a great filmmaker. It's the first tryout.
We've all
first time out.
We've all in recent history done something. MauLer and I did a story for the Riververse. Gary's done his own biography, autobiography. So we've all done something to kind of go into the fields that we discuss on a reg, or just put yourself out. Yeah.
Weirdly, a little coincidental, because we did the backers got to see the short film that I wrote like a couple days ago.
Oh wow!
I'm not 100% sure when that'll be on YouTube for everybody, but it will be eventually.
It will be. Nice.
So, do you apply the same rules to this as you do everything else? As in, like, if it is 2.8 million, the total amount of money spent on the film according to different sources, the budget, do you 2.5 that? in box office, or do you?
Maybe.
how's
I
it
don't
work
think
with
they
it?
put
Market wise, I think would be severely different.
a lot different. Yeah.
Yeah,
But if the budget was 2.5 mil, you have to kind of double it because of just of the box office
Yeah.
take.
So it breaks even at 5 million.
Yeah. So
I think
yeah,
that's reasonable to think.
I think that would be marketing
And,
wise.
and maybe it does. I don't know.
I wouldn't even say there was more than
But
that's what I was saying. I don't.
it's also
remember it being-
30,000.
his first time doing it.
Mm.
And yes, he had a lot of help from Mike Flanagan, which is pretty good help. But, you know, it's a small movie.
I mean,
Wish him
Mike
all the
Flanagan's
luck
like
in the
one of
world.
the biggest names in writer-director horror right now. It's it's pretty crazy to have him on your shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 42. I would be nice to see it more around the 90-minute mark.
90-minute, but that's close.
Yeah.
So I saw I doubt you guys saw it. I saw Welcome.
I mean, I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be cruel. It's just what my brain is picking up. Like, you look at the poster and it's got Shelby Oaks. And now I've made a consistent joke that he wanted it to be called Silent Hill, but obviously he couldn't. So he calls it Shelby Oaks. And then above it, it's like, who took Riley Brennan? And I'm just thinking, who killed Laura Palmer? So it's just there's like just these associations, this, like they keep saying in the reviews, the patchwork quilt, the tropes. It's kind of like trying to lean into other stuff to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not trying to. What my brain psychology is coming up with.
Yeah. The only way I would review it was to MauLer and I'm going to ruin the joke now. Would be to review it like Chris Stuckman with a Chris Stuckman thumbnail.
It would be very funny.
It would be fucking funny.
Which is just Chris Stuckman's face.
Which is just me basically rattling off the IMDb and then saying it's really neat. And then, and then in the video.
Shelby Oaks is a story about a woman's obsessive search for her missing sister leads her into a terrifying mystery at the hands of an unknown evil.
Well, you never actually say if the film is good or bad. You just say, like, I hope for the best for Chris
I hope for the
Stuckman.
best. And then I'm like this on the thumbnail.
Chris Stuckman is a YouTuber turned director who also continues to Does he continue to YouTube?
I think he's still YouTubing. Yeah.
Who continues to YouTube. He's used his knowledge of being a film critic to angle his way into the industry.
What?
His film is 1 hour and 42 minutes long and stars a cast of characters.
Well, hey, there's still a chance that the three of us consider it the best film of the year. You know?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me go to my bookmarks here. So, interesting thing about YouTube is, you know, like a lot of times people go into one field, but they want to do the other field. You know, a rock star wants to be a movie star wants to be a rock star, a YouTuber wants to be a filmmaker or whatever. And that's pretty normal in life, right? Instead of like maybe just focusing on the thing you're good at, which is YouTube. So share this, X-Ray Girl. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, no.
The
dun,
tension.
dun, dun,
Killing
dun.
me.
Are you on 18 computers? How is it taking you this long?
I don't have the link.
Look at my computer. It's right there.
Yeah, I saw this earlier today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
Yes.
sorry, be right back.
Yeah. So YouTube is now, people predicted this is going to happen, and this is going to get much bigger. But Nielsen's media distribution gauge for September of 2025, YouTube is numero uno. Like, and more people are watching YouTube, and this is something that no streaming service can compete against, which is you guys. We went over this with the Matt Walsh thing on FNT, which I think was a really good video. He missed a lot of stuff, but we really discussed that on how pop culture, he calls it dead. I say it's I mean, the old form of it is dead, and the 20th century models are dying, and we're moving towards something different. It's changing.
But his video changes a lot if he actually dabbled in pop culture, video games, comics.
Well, like I said, he missed.
He literally just wanted to talk about films.
Talk about film, and pop culture is way more than that. Again, it's publishing, it's comics, it's video games, it's television. He got into television a little bit. But what happened was its demise was hastened by a lot of factors. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, including but not limited to bad writing, risk aversion, corporatism, but mainly the message. The message has been the foundation of sand this was all built on, which hastened a demise that was going to happen already. And when you alienate half your potential audience, which is now your competition, your direct competition, and you're competing against not just Mr. Beast, fuck that. You're competing against 10,000 people who have channels as a hobby, and doesn't cost them very much to fire up a stream with 4 or 5 of their friends. And sure, if it's 100 or a couple hundred people watching it, that's great, by the way, but times that by thousands, and it costs people nothing. And, we still have Hollywood going through the studio model with talk shows or news. We're talking about WGA paid writers, union workers, working on the lighting, the camera, renting out a giant fucking studio, still doing broadcast, which is insane. They're done. They can't compete against that ever. So it's going to be way more fragmented. What Matt Walsh was talking about was the monoculture, the shared experience. That's gone. That's gone. We might get something occasionally, but that's pretty much gone. And what you're going to get is like regional popularity, right? And internet fame. And as we've said a bunch, there's YouTubers with tens of millions of subs I've never heard of at all. But a lot of people have. But a lot of people have. We were just talking about Twitch. A lot of people have heard of those Twitch streamers. And I understand that I'm old. But yeah, this is. So as he's going he's going off to make movies in Hollywood, it's probably more enticing to be on YouTube. Like as an editor, if you wanted to be an editor, not of film, but an editor of television or reality, which could be back in the day. I found that to be more fun. It was more fun to work on reality TV, because at least you can find your own narrative and you have a little bit of creative freedom. You would have more creative freedom and more work working on YouTube. Just watched a clownfish, big long clownfish video yesterday talking about the death of animation. And as far as people pitching projects to a giant corporation and having giant corporation pay for your project, those days are gone. Now you have to make your own project on your own channel. That's the future of animation until AI takes it over, right?
I was just giggling. We've literally just been talking about Disney pulling the plug on Doctor Who.
Yep.
Nothing. Never mind going into animation and getting funded, whatever. You can't even do that with Doctor Who now. It's crazy. But a lot of it, the monoculture. I don't know how much you want to read into that personally, but I think there is plenty of stuff which binds people and unites people regardless of their walk of life. It's called good television, and we're seeing it with things like Squid Game, seen it with things like Wednesday. We're seeing it with many other shows that just hit that public zeitgeist. Reacher, massive there as well. So there is a lot of it that still exists, but it's the quality of writing that's got to be there. And when the quality of writing isn't there, or when the writing's exceedingly divisive, you would have to be an absolute fucking retard to praise your work being so divisive. It's probably the most stupid thing that you can do. And then also, actually, to me, it shows a complete lack of intelligence. with the either the writer or director that they cannot create something that can call upon themes that they want to call upon, but yet not appeal to a wider, broad audience when we have seen so much through the history of time that can be done, particularly with things like science fiction that can delve in a multitude of different either political or theological ideologies and make it entertaining and make it open. And that's now gone. We no longer seem to pose the question. We seem to want to write an answer to the question, and more probably to the detriment is we write an absolute. People are writing absolutes. There can be no diversion from this point being this answer. And if you disagree with that, then you're a this, that, and the other. That's the kind of writing that we've fallen into.
Yep, it has. And somebody asked the question in the comments. You don't have to put it back up. Is when Paramount buys WB, if that happens, are those numbers going to be combined? You would think so, but there might be some overlap too. If that happens, that is horrible for Hollywood. I don't know what you'd call the company. I don't know what happened to the broadcaster, but what would happen would be you would lose a certain amount of movies per year, and you would lose a certain amount of TV shows per year, and then you would lose a lot of employees. So somebody did the estimate of how many movies we lost per year with the Fox Disney merger, and it was anywhere between 16 to 20 major releases per year were erased when those two companies merged. Now, those are very, I don't know how many tent poles there were, but it's a loss. It's a net loss. So, it's going to be interesting, and things are changing. There is a super chat that talked about, there it is right there. Devious Bard, Streamlabs for $10 says, Matt Walsh was right about the time Hollywood died, but neither he nor the FNT crew got the reason right. It was #MeToo in 2006. Well, I mean, Me Too wasn't in 2006. So, but I get what you're saying. And we were just covering Matt's video, but if you had watched any of our videos over the years, and I mentioned it a lot, Me Too was a huge factor in the power shift in Hollywood that led to this current era as well. It's part of the 1,000 paper cuts, but Me Too was also based on the message. It was, they used Harvey Weinstein, who was guilty, to cancel people who weren't, and then of course, Asia Argento, is that her? Yes, was a huge Me Too proponent, and she was messing around with like teenage boys.
17-year-old boy.
Yeah, so there was it was just used as a power play. It was an opportunistic power play used in Hollywood, including Jar Jar Abrams' wife, and it had a lot to do with him getting a huge contract from Warner Brothers. They got rid of the studio head at the time, and then he produced nothing for them. But it was a way to finagle a lot of power and a lot of money. And a lot of money. You back, Molly?
Yeah.
Hey, Molly.
Hello.
Is that my phone? Hang on. Maybe it is. I threw it on the floor. It's out of here.
All right, Miss Kiff. Calm down.
Who? Mixoplex?
I'm down with the kids. He ain't.
That was probably my phone.
One of the things that he was when he did his this is the Twitch guy when he was given his side of the story, which he read off really robotically from a script, which made him come across like even more of a dick. He was talking about how he'd throw his phone, and he did an example of how he'd throw his phone.
Oh, okay. I did not get that, but now I get that. I get that.
I didn't get that reference. Now I get that reference.
Now I get that reference. I saw Welcome to Derry. I don't know if you guys probably didn't see it. The prequel.
I intend to. If you, what do you think? Like this, because is it with it?
Chris liked it, and I think I was watching the guys on Versus, and they liked it. It didn't. It wasn't. It was fine. It's got a pretty decent opening. But and maybe I'm just not the biggest fan of Stephen King right now, but it was fine. It didn't like it overtly have the message, although it does take place in the early 60s, so there are definitely racial issues brought up of the time, but this is also in New England. And yeah, I wasn't enthralled when I saw it. They do kind of a big setup. They introduce a bunch of kids. Right. There's a kid that goes missing in the beginning, and they start hearing the other kids start hearing voices in their drains and stuff. And it's, setting up Pennywise and stuff, but I don't want to ruin the ending, but they kind of pull the rug out in the ending. And I mean, but I'm not like, I can't wait for the next episode. So it's not enthusiastic. It's just like, it was fine. It was fine.
I don't care.
So are you watching? You gonna keep watching it, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, they're releasing the second episode early for Halloween, and I'll continue watching. But if it doesn't get much better, I'll probably just forget about it. But I don't know, man. I'm just not that like locked into Stephen King's world these days. I'm
more interested in watching Insta reels of cats firing fucking heavy artillery than Welcome
totally
to Derry.
Real. That's totally real, by the way.
Absolutely not
absolutely
AI.
Real.
I caught Belle doing this the other night.
Yeah.
That to me is more interesting than fucking Welcome to Derry. I am so fucking bored of prequels, sequels, reboots, just do something fucking new. For God's sake. Well, you want to find out about the history of Pennywise now, and he was actually come down from space, and he come down from space. I don't give a shit. It's not that fucking. The more we know about shit, the less appealing they become. The less we know about entities, the more interesting they are. Because you yourself start to try and fill in the gaps. Where do they come from? What happened? And then some dipshit from Hollywood goes, well, maybe we can make a couple of bucks by actually just fucking explaining it all to everybody.
Yep.
And then we'll do it in a really wank kind of a way as well. That'll be... Han, what's your surname? I don't have a surname. Oh, you don't have a people? I'm gonna call you Han Solo. Fuck off, you cunt! Only an absolute fucking sponge brain would have written that into a fucking film.
And they managed to do it.
And they did it.
They did it.
I don't disparage against the sponge brains.
There's so many of them.
They're wonderful people.
They really are.
But really, though.
So Chris liked it, though. And
Stuckman, this is.
No, Chris Gore, not Chris Stuckman. we wouldn't know if Chris Stuckman liked it or not. No, Chris Gore liked it. And the opening scene is pretty good. But yeah, it didn't enthrall me. I like Frankenstein, though, which was gothic horror, and it was really cool. Don't look for high octane horror or anything like that with it. But I thought it was very, very cool. So watch that instead. It's in theaters. It's in more theaters this week. WG on the Streamlabs side for $20 says, here is a clears his throat. Let me clear my throat. Small donation. Thank you, WG. Hail, brother. Hey, WG. Hang on. I'm going to knock it over. Fuck.
Fuck's sake.
Never mind.
Oh, no, his hand.
His hand just fell off, too.
Man.
Well, that's the thing with these magnetic, which are great in theory. The magnetic stands for these things. You got to be careful. But WG got me this.
Bit of Chuck.
Chuck Norris. Now I got to put the hand back on, though. This is actually a well-made one, though. Some of the knockoff stuff is, well, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's got a cool little stand that's magnetic. Missing in action. Hail Chuck Norris.
Can I just give you a headline which I find
Sure
absolutely hilarious? The Sims fans are worried about the future of LGBTQ plus content after EA's Saudi Arabia buyout.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, it might be a little different. It might be a little different. You never know.
Oh, that is a headline maybe to come back to in the future if something happens.
If something happens. Hail WG.
Wait. Chat are going faster than usual. What's going on?
All right.
Let's see if that worked.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah, people are going to got that circle spinning now.
No, wait. It says no data. It's might come
yeah,
back.
there we are. We're back.
There we go.
We're back.
There we go. Woo! I don't know what happened. I think it was YouTube.
X-Ray Girl said the N-word, and Gary had to quickly pull the plug on the stream so it didn't broadcast.
Because you were supposed to tell them that.
But we fucked up the stream key, so we couldn't get it back immediately.
Well, is all of today's broadcast just dead now? Is it gone?
Well, we re-upload anyways. So, I mean.
Well, have you got a local copy?
Yeah, but we're literally just seeing 28 seconds now.
I don't know. I think it's a YouTube thing. I have no idea what's going on.
I guess I'm saying that unless you were recording this whole time, like that might be lost. Oh, okay, I got you.
Recording, yeah.
Yeah, we got our own. We got our own copy.
That was so weird. Sorry, chat.
All right. Where was I?
WG.
In the village.
I came in and then that happened.
Griff Nizzle for 20 says, took a week off for spooky season. First 24 hours spend chained to a toilet. Damn, you Popeye. Here, take my candy cash. What did I just read?
I don't.
What the fuck did I just read?
I think you took a week off and other shits.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We've all had to go through that. We've all had to go through that. Josh Kelsey for $19.99. He drops it and then he leaves. That's what he does. Thank you, Josh. Mexi Rage for 20 says, hail all. So pronoun man, long man, and old man. So we bullying Nick Fuentes for having the dumbest opinion on Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Rings Tolkien finished multiple books. George can't even finish one. LOL. Also, gotta love Twitch doing nothing with sexual assault. I caught a little bit of that take on Twitter, and it's honestly, it's not a new take from other people. And I will just say people in the political sphere, you know, unless you want to start hearing me and Az break down Israel, Palestine. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Tolkien and George R. R. Martin are not comparable because Tolkien created his own world from scratch. It can exist without Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones does not exist without Tolkien. Does not happen without Tolkien. It is a subversion of Tolkien. It is meant to be written as a reply to tell how all things were paid for. It's also not finished. So you can't compare a finished story with an unfinished story. And forget the semantics and all that other bullshit that Tolkien never, and which he didn't. He didn't finish the greater story of the world, the entire story of the world. And probably knew he was never gonna finish. But within that within that greater world, he finished The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Those are complete stories with beginning, middle, and end. George R. R. Martin has created a greater world, and he's created more unfinished stories within that greater world. If you want to talk about, he's got The World of Ice and Fire, which is basically a wiki of his world. It's a history of his world. But within that, he has the Targaryen history, Fire and Blood, Part 1. So it's unfinished. Then we have, of course, the proper Song of Ice and Fire story, which is unfinished and never will be. So they're incomparable. Stop it. What are you chuckling at, Az?
I'm watching the trailer for Fackham Hall.
What?
Can you say that again?
Wait,
Fackham
what?
Hall.
Are you saying fuck them bald?
No, it's Fackham Hall.
like FM Hole?
Fackham Hall.
Holes.
It's made by the people who watched the first 2 seasons of Downton's Abbey, it says. And it's a murder mystery set in
Downs Abbey?
Down Syndrome Abbey.
Down syndrome.
Which is this stream.
This is the official Green Band trailer for Fackham Hall.
Okay.
Looks,
Can you
looks
spell it?
kind of-
Just so
FACKHAM Hall. Fackham Hall.
Fackham Hall.
okay.
Okay.
Right.
Starts off with them doing some pigeon shooting. There might be some foxes and deer falling from the skies as well. But okay.
This gets stranger and stranger.
I love
It's,
it.
it's like a Naked Gun 1931 murder mystery, but it's brand new. And it is
Well, let's
coming
see it.
soon. Okay.
Share
I mean,
it. Quit fucking
okay.
talking about it. Let's watch it.
Chris Gore sent this to me, so
Oh gosh, Chris.
and it's very British. Make sure the volume's maxed out here. Okay, so this is Fackham Hall. Holy shit!
So when is this coming out?
When's it coming out?
Just said coming soon.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just coming soon. That's it. Just coming soon.
Is comedy back? In the
Oh
form
my
of this
God.
one
Right.
Maybe.
That was
That's,
pretty good.
That was pretty good.
What was cool about it is a lot of those jokes like didn't see coming, and
Yep.
just like, oh shit, that's clever.
Mustache.
Dude. Yeah, if we got like a Zucker type Downton Abbey and British murder mystery, that'd be fucking great.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. I enjoyed that. That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. Jimmy Carr in there as
Yeah.
well, man.
You may kiss the choir
He
boys.
can, he knows how to drop a line. He can deliver a line. Wow.
You made us all hard.
You may now kiss the choir boy. You may now kiss. The choir boys will sing.
December 5th is apparently when it's coming out.
Is it streaming or theaters?
Don't know.
Don't know.
I'm watching it.
Fuck them all.
Good.
Where was I? Is our stream still going? Let's see.
Yep. I've
Yes,
been watching
yeah,
it.
it was.
Yeah, the warning's gone now too.
Uh-huh.
Theaters looks like.
Hey.
Yeah, short let's see, AMC theaters on the AMC website, December 5th, 2025.
Nice.
I'll have to watch it
Yeah.
in Scottsdale.
Oh, I'll definitely
have to
check.
watch it.
That is a trailer that sells me 100%.
Yes, that actually got some legit
Something
lols.
on the calendar.
Be assured, if there's anything out of the ordinary, we will notice it. Fucking man in a panty.
Griff Nizzle for 20 says, I did get my Outland 4K last night. Excellent. Love that movie. So good. Absolutely same universe as Alien / Blade Runner. Fight me. No, I agree. Came out around the same time, too. Sean Connery. Arg, another name for 1999, says, time for something lighter. Did you hear about the Mexican magician? He said, uno, dos, and disappeared without a trace.
Oh.
Wait for it.
Unfortunately, they found his body at the bottom of a nearby lake in his Audi Quattro Cinco.
Ah, that was like an evolution of a dad joke.
That was so good.
What if he took a dad joke, but then made it funny?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Derek for 140 Zardozes says people accusing Tolkien of being racist is a major sign of civilizational decline. It is. It's also an easy way to point out the retard. If you want to be like instantly unpopular and be known as a complete fucking moron, just call Tolkien racist and then have a doctor in front of your fucking name. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Not that I think it means anything nowadays, to be honest
means
with you.
jack fucking shit. I promise you that fuck maybe read Lord of the Rings once. But if you're going to have an entire course going after Tolkien as racist, you would have to do more than read all of his books once. You would have to be a scholar. You would have to know your shit. So that's why in my video, I highly encouraged anybody in the Nottingham era. I don't know if you have to go into class. I don't know but if you could get into that course, get into that fucking course. Any of you played LA Noire? I played it recently for the first time, and it's brilliant. 2011, 2013 was a golden age for games, says Derek again.
It was a very good game, but fuck me if I could get any of the facial expressions.
Get the facial expressions? Explain.
Right. For context, Gary.
Yeah.
You're a detective. You have to interview people. And this was meant to be like a revolutionary leap in technology that you would look at the face and the emotive expression on the face would allow you to make the choice whether or not they were lying, whether they were telling the truth. But they all look the fucking same, and they never matched the emotion that they were meant to. So, but the game itself was great, absolutely fantastic.
Inokmamon, 2 parts for $30. Thank you. Inokmamon, part 1. I have an idea for a video game. There's an evil wizard named Gary who uses a magic spell to make all the trans tits disappear. As the main character named as, you must battle Gary's minions and return all the trans tits to their rightful owners. Each set of trans tits gives as exclusive abilities that he can use in different levels. It's like Mega Man, but with trans tits. Rippa is planning on making a video game for the Rippaverse. Maybe you guys can run my idea by him.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah. I'll have a think about that when I see him tomorrow. Yeah.
Griff Nizzle for 20.
I know all this to know about the crying game. And if he knows, maybe he explain.
I peaked.
A little.
Griff Nizzle for
Darling,
20.
I peaked many years ago.
Word. Griff Nizzle for 20. Seriously, what is it with Netflix season 2's Altered Carbon, Arcane, Mindhunters, Arcane, Squid Game, Stranger Things? I'll add it one more time. Arcane, etc., etc. Why? Someone should study this. He said Mindhunters. Tell me about season 2.
Well, season 1 and 2, awesome. They're exactly the big problem. I'll be honest. When I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not sure how this will go over with like broad audiences with Netflix, because it is a lot of talking, a lot of suspense, a lot of they give everything to figure out how this behavioral psychology stuff like developed. I was like, if they don't crank it up, because like Netflix really like their serial killer stuff. I will say, every because Gary, you've have you started watching Mindhunter?
Finished season 1.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not unfair to say, like, when they go to meet a serial killer and talk to them, that's probably like the most interesting sort of stuff in terms of like, I wonder what that's going to happen, what it'll lead to. And so, and technically on the chase of like BTK or whoever else, right? Like in real time as part of the show. I think I wouldn't ever want to. If it were me and Netflix, I'd be like, Fincher, make as many seasons as you want. Okay, just go.
Yeah.
Because it's so worth it. However, if we're balancing it with we have to get it more views, more engagement, I probably would be like, can you crank up a B plot every season of a serial killer being built up and found, you know, and captured?
Yeah.
If we could do that as well, I think it'll get the audience you're looking for. Because the crazy success the serial killer TV shows have, dude, this shit blew my mind. Gary, did you see anything to do with the Ed Gein TV show that came out recently?
I watched Monster.
Yeah,
I watched like an episode and a half and dipped.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
Charlie Hunnam is amazing in it.
He's good.
The writing and the choices, they are fucking weird. I've spoken with a couple people about this, but first and foremost, I think I mentioned this on a past episode, but they show you recreations of the sets of Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
Which I was like, okay. They show you filming some of the iconic scenes in them, and then they show you Ed Gein in his like life doing some of the things that are in those films himself. The implication being, for example, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he's chasing down two people while wearing one of the women's faces he's killed. And the part at the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre where he's swinging the chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
They show him doing that. And I when I was watching, I was like, I don't think any, because I know enough about Ed Gein. I was like, that never happened.
Nope.
And I started Googling and I was like, what is this? And it was like the director was like, no, we took some creative liberties, like, because the inspiration came from it. And there was even this notion of being critical of these films, being like, it's kind of gross how much they benefited from this story of a mentally ill man, and they created like these movies that made so much money. I was like, are you serious right now? You're a TV show that's inventing history to make money off of a psycho serial killer. Like, what?
And your message is it was all the exploitation of a serial killer when there's real victims on Netflix.
Yeah, and they haven't even stuck to the history of who he did or did not confirmed kill and all this sort of stuff. And I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, Charlie Hunnam has said, like, hopefully this gives people a perspective on Ed Gein, that it was a lot more complicated than him, like, being a strict killer or whatever. It's like, I don't know how much people are going to be invested in the idea of whether or not he had mental issues when he's making lamps out of people.
Yeah. I don't really care what happened to him. He
made
lamps out of people. I don't feel sorry for him. I dipped just because it was Ryan Murphy is not the biggest fan.
Weirdest thing that threw me off, because I think the Jeffrey Dahmer one was actually very, very good, just through and through, for what it is. I didn't see was it Menendez brothers one?
I didn't see that one.
But the Ed Gein one was weird. But the weirdest part for me, now everyone's familiar with the meme with the MCU when it says Iron Man will return and blah blah blah, Cap will return and blah blah blah. Fucking credits finish off for the Ed Gein show, and then it says the next monster will be Lizzie Borden. And I was like, that's weird, man. Like that's weird doing it like that. You can't do a whole fucking season.
We're trying doing to a serial killer verse.
Yeah, and like they are just an inch away from being like Ed Gein will return in Serial Avengers.
They all team up. They all team up for one movie. Yeah.
To fight John Wayne Gacy.
The Avengers are serial killers, yeah. Bam, bam,
you get fucking hype, bro. They're gonna do a Lizzie Borden while we're setting up Lizzie Borden ready for, but you're just like, you're supposed to pretend like you're treating this seriously, not as like a okay. So yeah, they're weird about this sort of stuff. However, the reason I brought all this up is that there is a culture on, I guess, Netflix or TV as well about people's interest in serial killers, and if Mindhunter just played into it a little bit more, it probably could have survived instead of being cancelled.
It's
Mindhunter's a very serious show that's trying to make serious films.
It's Zodiac, the TV series. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's
so
fair, yeah.
I put off watching it forever. And when you said, oh, you should watch it. And coincidentally, my wife just started firing up and she's like, this show's amazing. What happened to it? And I'm like, it's Mindhunter. So we went back and she restarted it for me. And I loved it. I thought the first season was great. And it's very much, if you like Zodiac, which I love, which takes liberties too, lots of liberties. But it's still a very grounded approach. And dude, the one murder on the shore of the lake in Zodiac is brutal.
It's horrifying.
It's fucking brutal.
So cold.
Yep.
So the other reason why I kind of don't like the Ed Gein show is I think the penultimate episode is an episode of Mindhunter. They have three characters from Mindhunter, but played by different people. They go and see him to talk to him about his information that could help them maybe find Ted Bundy, who's now currently active. And man, let me just I'll put it to you how the show does, and then of course I was fucking Googling like crazy. So they go to him, they talk to him, and they got the information. They show him photos of what Ted Bundy's done, and they give like a profile of what they know about him. And he's like, okay. Then later he contacts them back, and he tells them key information about what he believes Ted Bundy would do based on what he feels. And then it leads to Ted Bundy's capture, and there's like a news report saying as much. And I was like, whoa, hang on. Like, my serial killer knowledge is not fantastic, but I thought that Ed Gein died before Ted Bundy was even caught. And I checked, and I was like, yeah, that's true. And it's like, so why have you said that Ed Gein was responsible for like helping them capture Ted Bundy? What the fuck is this? And again, it's under the thing of like, it's like, hey, creative liberties, you know? It's like, it's spiritually speaking, and there's an element of like, was it in his head? And how much does it matter? And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? That's just fiction, extreme fiction. I'm not going to say you can't dabble. It's a TV show. It's not a documentary. But at the same time, that's just incorrect, strictly incorrect. And it's just going to lead people to be like, oh, shit, Ed Gein captured Ted Bundy?
It just
like,
becomes fiction then. It's not fact anymore. It just becomes fiction.
Ed Gein killed Osama bin Laden.
Oh, my God. And Warwick's face.
And again, I can't help but think of it as like, see, Loki helped Thor capture a bad guy. You're just like, what the fuck is going on with these stupid, like, you're giving him a redemption arc or some shit. Like, see, he turned into a hero at the end. I was like, stop, please stop it. Stop. And, man, watching Discount Mindhunter,
it sucks. Knowing it when did it get canceled? It was a couple 3-4 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was a bit back, and I just remember reading it's like, it's just the viewership's not there, and it's like, fuck off, Netflix. You make all kinds of garbage. Is it not worth it to take the hit financially?
2019, so a while ago, yeah.
Like, if I were on the board of whatever, I'd just be like, take the loss in viewers for the gain in critical, acclaim, right? Because Mindhunter, everyone who's seen it thinks it's excellent. It's exactly what it is. It's a David Fincher TV show about serial killers and the creation of the behavioral science sort of, which I thought was fascinating. The idea that they you see the creation of like, hey, maybe we should try to understand the mind of a serial killer so we can actually catch them ahead of time. It's really cool, but yeah,
instead we got a Witcher fucking season 4.
This is what I mean. It's like, you guys are fucking burning money on these stupid shit. It's David Fincher. Let him make shit.
And Lauren Hisrich has said that this version of Geralt is going to be a lot more emotional.
How many times do you think he'll cry?
All of the times.
Every episode.
He's not gonna beat Shoty Gatwa's record, though.
No.
Nobody is.
God, no. Did you know that Charlie Hunnam, is it Hunnam his surname?
Yeah.
Hunnam. Yeah, Charlie Hunnam was actually meant to be the lead in the Gentleman movie. And apparently he was like approached to lead a project, and then he was just like, yeah. And then he said bye. And then when it got to the actual conversations about it all, he said, oh yeah, so it's gonna go ahead. And it's like, oh great. And it's like, and this, and you were playing this character. And he's like, wait a minute, this character's not the lead now. It's like, yeah.
He was still really good at it though.
Yeah, he was great in it. He was great.
I was about to say, it's a little unfortunate because are you saying that he would have been Matthew McConaughey's character?
Yes, that's what he's initially.
IMO, I would prefer him play the character he played because he was great.
Yeah,
me too.
Yep,
he was superb at it,
dude. I like that movie more The more I see it, it is
It's
fucking
wonderful.
banger movie, dude. It is so
I watch
good.
it all the time. I think
So good.
absolutely believe that should have been up for an Oscar.
Yeah.
I really do. Should have fucking won it.
Well, that
for
was Guy Ritchie, like
2019.
really coming back to be
Yeah, big
Guy
time.
Ritchie. Yeah.
Big time. And it's
I
a
wanna watch it today.
fantastic film. It never
What do you,
stops being fun.
What do you think of Rock and Roller?
I like rock and roll.
Never seen it.
What? What kind of British person are you?
Oh, you're fired from being British.
It's I'd say that the progress is like Rock and Roller is basically the spiritual successor to like Lock, Stock, and Snatch.
Yes.
And then you get to Gentleman. Rock and Roller is so unfortunate. It's the only one out of all of those films that at the end says the sequel will be made.
Yeah, I
And
know.
then
That
It's
doesn't-
like,
and they made the joke.
right at the end, it's like they'll be back in Rock and Roller again or whatever. And it's just like, oh, never
I
mind.
know.
Which I would have happily watched a sequel to that. I like that film.
Hell yeah.
The cast is fucking insane in Rock and Roller. Also, how the fuck have you not seen this movie? That's
Yes.
crazy. You need to be punished.
Daddy.
I'm sorry. That's just how it works. But yeah, okay. Just to be clear, right? If you weren't sold on this already, because it's a Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
mob gangster shit, as this is the cast: Gerard Butler, Tom
Nice.
Wilkinson, Mark
Nice.
Strong, Tom
Nice.
Hardy,
Nice.
Idris Elba,
Nice.
Jeremy
Dumb as fuck,
Piven.
but nice.
Well,
That's right. Jeremy Piven. Yeah.
Jerry
Um,
Piven. Nice.
you got Tandy Newton, Gemma
Okay.
Austin.
Nice. Oh, nice.
There's a couple people. What's the name of the guy? I know he was Doctor Doom in Fan Stick. That guy.
Oh, yeah. I know who you mean.
Yeah, I think you know who he is. I think that's pretty much everybody, but still stacked as fuck.
Now, I shall go watch it.
Very well.
And then I shall be disappointed that there was no more rock and roller.
Yeah, but you get.
Well, I will say, hopefully, set expectations. It's considered like the worst of the four.
Mhm.
So you know,
Yeah.
that could.
Looking back on it though, and I felt
I
that
like
way
it.
too. I liked it, but like I like it more now. X-ray girl, read
Todd.
retard. No, that's what I am. Read it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's see here. We have Working Man 90 for $10 says, hey, would MauLer mind watching my John Walker music videos? John Walker is the best MCU character ever. Tipples.
Maybe at some point. I don't know. Music videos for John Walker. It just sounds a little strange, but yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
A little kinky.
Mm-hmm. Calioth with 2 says Canadian is acceptable now. X-Ray Girls time is now. It was always my time. Tundra Cat for 10 says, Gary, if you want a good laugh, look up, I don't know, read Star Trek Beam Me Up Bubba. I'll let him read that as well. Let's skip all the Gary ones. Movie Erotic for $2 as Gary. And where did your channel names come from? So
Mine's wrestling terminology. Heel is a bad guy in wrestling. Babyface is a good guy in wrestling. I kind of fill both of those criteria for people, so it just seemed quite apt.
Why did Babyface become the hero? Like you'd think that would Babyface would refer to like a newcomer or something.
Well, the babyface is the full. Sometimes they just refer to them as faces.
Okay.
But the correct terminology is babyface, because the babyface was always meant to be that clean cut, never does anything wrong. The audience loves, so that's why it's babyface. But sometimes they just get referred to as face.
there you go.
And Gary gets turned on by nerd stuff, so Nerdrotic.
Well, he misheard someone say neurotic and heard it as nerdrotic.
Yes. So, it was Comic Shop 2000 mid days. Yeah, and I thought somebody said Nerdrotic. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I went to GoDaddy and I got the domain name immediately. And I'm like, I'll use. I remember GoDaddy.
GoDaddy.
Yeah, GoDaddy. So yeah, and I just kind of sat on it, going, maybe I'll use it someday for a podcast or something. And I ended up using it for something. Where did MauLer come from?
I've got a video where I think that was like one of the first questions in the Q&A thing, but it was like I just loved Star Wars, and I thought Darth Maul was really fucking cool when I was super young, and so whenever I was asked for a name in a game, I would just call myself Darth Maul. It was the most uninspired thing ever. And then when I got to playing online, friends had told me for like a bit of times, like, you should get a better moniker online because Darth Maul is very not. That's just a character. Like you should do something else. And I was like, it's fine. And I just have this memory of there was a video game. I don't know if it was it's one of like Half-Life mod or something, but we were playing and two other people in the lobby had Darth Maul's one name or Darth Maul like a bunch of numbers, and I was like, oh shit. And they're like, you can really get something. I was like, okay, but I was stubborn about it, so I was like, I gotta keep some of it. And I was like, what if I lose what if it's just MauLer? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and I just kept it forever.
When I was younger online, all it was Sephiroth 2648, Sephiroth 4329, Sephiroth 85.
Yeah, Nerdrotic has two meanings, I guess. It could be erotic or neurotic. Either one works.
Why not both?
And maybe someday Jeremy will be able to pronounce it. Nerdrotic.
Nerdrotic.
Hey, is Jeremy still fighting with Angry Joe on Twitter?
Probably.
Are they fighting again?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Some say they're fighting to this very minute.
What did Angry Joe take exception to that Jeremy said? Because that's how these conversations are. He polices people's tweets like a little bitch he is.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it would be a content just explosion to have those two locked into a live stream for like 3 hours. I would. Oh,
let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. I'll be the moderator, and I'll just won't say anything.
No, I can answer the question anyway. Jeremy said something about Trump.
Yes,
and Angry Joe lost his mind because that's how it
well,
always
it was
goes.
about Halo. So it was the Halo,
with Halo.
The console wars being over, and then I think the White House tweeted something about it, and then Jeremy said this is going to cause a shitstorm tomorrow on Twitter, and it did. So, and then he went after Endymion and other people. Yeah, I've just seen Jeremy like putting up like Halo JD Vance memes with the big fat face, which is funny as fuck. Funny
even
as
JD
fuck.
Vance posts up on his account.
Yeah, it's so good.
He's such a like it's borderline Lovecraftian, the creature they make out of all the faces. They get fatter and sick and weird, but then they're also like they're sheened weird, they're filtered weird, the hair's weird. It's always just like, what is that? What does it want?
Norm Al Man for 50 Canadian pesos. Wait a minute, where are you going? Okay, where's the button?
Brand trailer, by the way, for Frackham Hall.
What was that?
There is a red brand trailer for Frackham Hall.
There is?
Yeah, there's a red band.
Let me read this and let's watch it. It gets re-uploaded anyway. Fuck it.
Are we doing a 24-hour show today? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? It's no longer than last week's.
How long did it last?
This was a 3-hour show. I remember this.
Last week was 3 hours 22.
Oh, that's not
bad. The one before that, 3 hours 21. The one before that, oh no, I'm doing afternoon tea with us. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 3 hours 22. 3 hours 36. That was a long one. 3 hours and 4.
You know, this is making it longer.
3 hours and 20. I know.
Well, I don't mean to make it longer, but we didn't talk about how. Have you seen the announcement that Margot Robbie is supposed to be in a fucking American Psycho remake?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I saw that. Yeah.
What?
And I saw someone go to me like
her Pirate of the Caribbean's film.
Yeah, so I saw someone say it's like, no offense to Margot Robbie, but she's starting to become the icon of like destroying a franchise of like remaking it for no fucking reason at all. Could you imagine American Psycho but a girl? It's like, you have to be joking. Stop it. Sit down, have a milkshake. Just you don't need to do this.
It's written by a homosexual man, about the shame of homosexuality. Let's get Margot Robbie.
Let's have yeah.
There is a tweet. It has 50,000 likes. Could be bots, but it says, if American Psycho featured a female lead, they would just call it Normal Woman.
No lies detected. No lies. That is amazing.
Oh no.
Oh, what was that tweet from the UN women today? It was...
Oh, women can do any job. Women can do any job. Women can do any job. And then some guy goes, great. They can do these, and it lists all the jobs that men.
So it said any job is a woman's job, and then under it, it's like underwater welding, sewage. Yeah. I just retweeted it with a sandwich.
Yes, that's how I saw it. I thought, that's a nice looking sandwich.
Dude, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm fucking hungry. That looks like a great sandwich. Little pickles on top. Oh. I tell my wife to make me a sandwich. Hang on.
Yeah, dude. Make me a sandwich.
I'm just gonna. Here's what I'm gonna text.
I'm hungry now.
I miss chat.
I need my wife to make me a sandwich. Kara.
So here's Here's my message to her. Daddy wants a sandwich.
I don't want to hear you talking like
Daddy
this.
wants a sandwich.
Stop it. Ew.
I want to know what the response is. Verbatim.
The stream might end. Like, gotta go, boys.
Cleaver comes flying through the.
Norm Al Man for 50 Canadian pesos. Did you guys think that the long wait times before seasons nowadays is meant to drive people to rewatch older seasons and boost viewing figures? I think that's part of it. Yes. And it does. It absolutely does. Even with movies, Mission Impossible ticked up all the previous Mission Impossible movies. But the thing is, does it drive subscribers in? Because that's where you make the money, is new people.
I've always assumed this change in approach was like, we got less episodes that come out less often, but oftentimes they're a bit longer and they're movie quality. You know, unlike the TV shows of old where they're TV shows, you know, these now, prestige. You could watch one episode 5 times because it's so fucking amazing within the same week, or some like notion of that. But the problem is the complete opposite happened, where they're catastrophically awful, a lot of them. You know, it's like, oh, check out this enormous budget for this pile of shit that no one's ever going to see again.
Do you think people are going to run back and watch The Witcher season 1 and 3? Like, at all?
Maybe
Dude,
one.
Everything that's posted about The Witcher, this is the funniest bit, is everything. It's other sites, The Witcher site, Netflix. It is promptly responded with fucking Henry Cavill going, fuck. It's like, it's getting roasted everywhere. I mean, it should have been canceled. It should have been canceled. And they're just doing this to save face. I don't fucking know. But yes, it probably does boost the numbers of the previous seasons. And if Netflix, for example, released their shit weekly, they would get more subs, get more engagement, and it would reduce churn. And they don't do it because they see the binge model as their brand right now. So yeah. And it's not, the thing is, with Frankenstein, for example, it should have been released in theaters in a full release. Now, would it have made its money back? It looked really fucking expensive. It looked like Guillermo del Toro was given all the toys and all the money, and it's rad. Don't know if it would have made its money back, but you still would have made some and then put it on the streaming service. And the catch-22 is these kinds of movies are getting killed by streaming, so now we have to rely on streaming to make these kinds of movies. And how long will that last? How long is that sustainable? Don't know. don't know, with Hollywood shrinking and Netflix, you know, getting stung a little bit. But dude, look at their stock. You look at Warner Brothers stock, and everybody's like congratulating Zaslav, and good on him for, with the sale rumors, doubling the stock from like $12 to $20. Netflix stock is like $1,200 a share. It's insane. I mean, it's more than Tesla stock. It's fucking insane, the stock there. And like Disney stock is only $100. So there you go. Do you guys think Warner Brothers will sell?
Yeah.
Yes. I think they're just being as big of a tease as they can with some of these offers, probably.
Oh yeah, it's good business.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think Paramount, I mean, they're going to get what they want from Paramount if Nepo Baby wants it. Otherwise, they split the company, they get rid of fucking CNN and all the shit, and then they can sell the good stuff and probably get the same amount of money. So either, and maybe Zaslav keeps his job. I don't think he cares at this point. I mean, the guy's fucking rich beyond anybody's wildest dreams, but it would be interesting. It's interesting that the portion of Lord of the Rings that Amazon really wants is available now.
Oh God, no.
Scary.
Gross.
Yeah. Now, Warner Brothers does not, they own the distribution rights. So they don't own the rights to Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. They own the distribution rights in perpetuity as long as they keep making stuff. Imperial Fist Stan for $20 says, I generally agree that shows need momentum to be successful, but it is something where the time between the later seasons builds anticipation that makes more people watch when it comes out. Probably for some and not for others. Yeah. I think they just need to go back to making procedurals. They're cheap. You can get them out once a year. And I think one streamer will figure that out. They will figure that out. I mean, X-Files was a procedural show. You watched X-Files, right, Az?
Yeah.
Yeah. MauLer has not.
Love that.
Yeah, I have. It's that show where they hunt aliens with Sam and Dean or whatever. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yes.
Carry on my wayward son.
First 5 seasons were great.
Great. They were very
They were
good.
great. They were great.
Great.
You don't know about great? I liked them.
They
I
were
watched
great.
this 7. I think I dropped off. Dude, when obviously this isn't about season 1 through 5, but did you guys see the season where Bobby's like a ghost?
Yes.
That was so bad.
Well,
Like
he was,
what
killed,
they
he
did
was
to
killed
him.
in season 6.
Dude,
Wasn't he? Leviathan season.
There was a lot of bad.
Uh,
And now he's making The Boys bad.
Ooh.
Are you going to watch the final
Yeah.
season of The Boys, MauLer?
I probably will to
Me
see
too.
it out. I mentioned this to Fringy, and he was like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" I was like, "Because it's the end. I'll see what they do with. I want to see how Homelander dies.
Well,
I'm not going to be shit, but still."
I mean, that's kind of where that's why Az and I are watching Star Trek Academy. This is the end. This will be the acolyte of Star Trek. And I know there's other but this will be the true end. Like, this is it.
It's
And
gonna be a joke.
we're now at the end of the era where it's like, are these franchises going to die? Now we're way past, they're fucking dead. And it's like, well, it's how much worse can we get? But Star Trek Academy looks like low-hanging fruit, bro.
Low hanging fruit, and I'm picking it all.
I'm
picking it. Yeah, I am.
hoarding it in
So-
my
someone-
basket.
Yeah.
Make sure to watch Gen
Shaking
V
that
because
fruit.
it'll set up. It's this like continuity for the boys season 5. It's like I ain't fucking doing that.
No way.
No way. After that clip I sent you, Gary.
Yeah, dude. Can we show that?
Can you-
Oh no! That.
I don't even know if we
I saw
can.
that.
Okay.
I'm so
We'll
glad I
describe
never
the
went anywhere
clip.
near this show.
Well, MauLer, you describe the clip.
Okay. They are the team, whoever they are,
Yeah.
of our heroes.
Diverse team of heroes.
They must stop this evil man from doing whatever he's doing. Obviously, out of context. I
Evil
can't be
deeds.
sure what's happening, but he's doing evil. They're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess the first thing you see in the clip is a lady beats him by getting really big and naked.
Yes.
I was like, okay,
And the effects
that's
are
happening.
horrible. Her face doesn't
Very
stay
bad,
consistent
yes.
with the size of her body.
And I can just say this, and you're gonna have to deal with it because there's no clarification to be made. I will say this, and this is the truth. I think naked lady shouts like, "Do it now" to her friend, and her friend unzips her trousers and ties up the evil man with her pubic hair.
Mm-hmm.
Her pubic hair comes flying out of her pants. Okay, so superhero fans, imagine she's Medusa, with her except with her bush.
Huge. Yeah.
And she subdues the villain.
It's not red, it's brown.
And it's brown. Yeah, it's brown and it's bushy.
But just, ties him up, gets him.
Yep. When you sent me that, I'm like, I almost have to review this show now just for that.
And then doesn't one of the other girls get a power through a period?
Probably.
Remember?
And she's more powerful than Homelander.
Remember when they were going to do a whole Game of Thrones show?
Blood Moon.
Based on menstruation?
Oh, God.
And I thought they were joking. I'm like, Blood Moon, it can mean a couple of things. I mean, sure, in A Song of Ice and Fire, your period is moon's blood. But then the showrunner came out and said, oh, yeah, it's menstruation. And I went, wow. And then HBO canceled it after spending $30 million on it.
$30 million.
I would love to see that.
$30 million.
I will put a bounty on that if somebody's got a pirated copy. A big one. I'd love to
I want to see Batgirl.
It probably exists.
Mm-hmm.
I did get to see some stuff from it.
It looks horrific.
Yeah. David Zaslav made the right move on that one. I think he did. Giant Squid for 20 says, what do you think of ZombieCon Volume 1? Indie film cosplayers versus zombies. Drinker tweeted about it a few weeks back.
No idea what you're talking about.
I mean, that could be San Diego Comic-Con when they used to do the Walking Dead 5K. And it was pretty cool. Like they set it up around Petco Park and you did a 5K through with zombies chasing you until somebody died. Somebody died. A zombie dressed up ran in front of a car who was driven by a deaf person and the person got scared and yeah. It's a hell of a way to go. You're laughing and that's awful, as you're so insensitive.
This makes me think of the meme from Joker 1. Do you remember how many memes came out of that film?
Yes.
How culturally fucking significant it was. He's crying.
He is. Of the first Joker, the memes?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like...
That's horrible.
You do this and you're laughing. You're laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah.
These are tears of sadness.
Oh.
Ms. Kiff tried to cover up his best mate's sexual assault 3 years ago and now is trying to say he is justified in abusing Imaru because she threw stuffed animals at him one time. He's also mocked Charlie's death, says Super Suit for 20 British pounds. Well, this is not a member of Mensa, whoever Mitzelplex is, okay? For one, let's look at that guy and look at the girl. And not that Imaru, I don't think she's very young, so whatever, but she is out of his league by orders of magnitude. So the arrogance, and it's the arrogance of youth. And when he's looking back on his life, if he's still free and not in jail for future sexual, so hopefully he didn't do it. I don't know anything about it, but he sees the error of his ways. They generally won't, but that sounds terrible. Blaine's 100% real reviews. You know, every time I see 100%,
not my man.
Every time I see 100% real reviews, I know they're real.
100% of the time.
100% of the time.
100% of the time, yeah.
Why would the internet lie to me? If the French New Wave taught us anything, true beauty lies in its imperfections. That's why I'm a huge fan of Gary's reading skills. The way he desperately fumbles the easiest of verbiage is masterful, a work of art. Thank you for recognizing that, Blaine, by the way. Beardo and Jeremy come close, but they can't match Gary's art form. I find MauLer's perfection diction mid by comparison. I rate Gary's literacy 97 out of 100.
Wow.
Thanks for the real review.
Thanks for the real review. Blaine, who thought Jaws was mid.
What a retard.
I mean, might be a nice guy, but that's a pretty retarded take.
That's hugely retarded take.
Jaws, which created the summer blockbuster and ended it by being the number 2 film in a week this year on its 50th anniversary. Jaws is great, man.
Big shock. Go Burr.
Jaws is an amazing film.
Mm-hmm. Blaine probably likes 1941 more than Jaws. Spielberg's attempt at wacky comedy. John Candy's in that. Have any of you seen I Like Me?
I'm watching it, I think, like tomorrow or something. I wanted to watch it with somebody, so I've set it up.
So you
But I
can
know
have
you
a good
said it's
cry.
Is that a John Candy biography or something?
Yeah. It's a documentary about John Candy, and it's not like, I wouldn't say groundbreaking, but it gives you the story of his life and kind of his mindset, and it's very sweet and sad.
He's only 43 when he died, wasn't he? 40?
Yeah, he's very young. Well, he was out of shape. He was a people pleaser. His doctors were telling him to stop drinking so much
and smoking.
Wasn't even like it's the food in combination with the drinking and the smoking. It's kind of bad for your heart, guys.
Yep.
As is See You Next Tuesday killed the stream. Can't say that on American channel, says Griff Nizzle for $20. Yeah, as Andre C28 for $49.99. I watched this AI video called Doctor Who and the Daleks of Diversity starring Bella Ramsey, and I believe it's leaked trailer for new Doctor Who. I got to watch that. AI, man.
Yes, MauLer is going on all day.
That's
okay.
We're going to end soon. Jesus, just say something. Were you talking about my back?
Wait, what? How
we said it right in front of your face.
As
his
Gary's
peripheral vision isn't that far.
MauLer, Gary's gay. He doesn't understand basic functions.
Quick, Gary can't hear us. Gary's gay.
Gay. Layman gay.
Oh my God.
Drew Sewell for $20 says, I was taking my dog to the park yesterday. Fuck George Bush. And I saw a cute dog.
Oh, wow.
I love you, Gary. Never change.
Okay.
That took a turn.
It did. I read that. I was taking my dog to the park yesterday. Fuck George Bush. And I saw a cute dog. Love you, Gary. Never change. I might have a little bit of the Tourette's, but fuck George Bush. Piece of shit. The Darkness for $19.99. Remember that band, The Darkness?
Yeah.
One hit wonder. Do you believe it?
I think I love. Ooh.
What happened to them? Oh, drugs. Can we start a petition to have GNR's I Used to Love Her as the official anthem for the feminist movement? Sure. Feminists love that song. I used to love her, but I had to kill her. I had to put her 6 feet under, and I could still hear her complain.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
You never heard that song?
Oh.
Guess I'm not a good feminist.
Dude, the feminists were all over GNR for, well, multiple songs, but that song and their original cover for Appetite for Destruction was by Robert Williams, and it was a woman getting assaulted. Yeah. WG has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you, WG. Ryan Kittle for 20. Are you shaking your head at this one? Should I not read it?
No, you should read it.
yeah.
It's just a duddy one.
Jeremy might not be gay, but I once heard him ask Beardo, is butt cheeks one word or two? Or is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's why I was shaking my head.
Oh.
Ah.
All right. We're going to get the rest on a square up, which will be soon, actually. So these boys can go and release their videos and play their video games and do basically nothing.
I've got to record.
A
What?
porn? Yeah, I know.
You have to record what?
Oh, no.
Days Gone part for tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, that's what they call it now.
No.
Is that what they're calling those short films on the hub?
Bound. I don't know what
Eddie Brock, this is the last one. Eddie Brock for $2.49 says, RIP Taylor Sheridan leaving Paramount back to slop. Yeah, that's a fucking massive mistake, and that should tell you exactly where Paramount is. So they're not going to come in and save the day in Hollywood when you're letting when you give the Duffer Brothers, who've made one show and it took them 10 years to do it, a Brinks trunk worth of money, but then you let the guy go who's made multiple shows just in the last 3 years that are all hits that bring people to a fledgling streaming service. You let him walk out because of some kind of ego battle is pretty fucking
I was going to say, that feels like something big must have happened then. Something that we're never going to find out about.
Yeah, there was Ellison and Sheridan don't like each other. How'd that work out for Kevin Costner?
Oh,
Anybody seen Horizon Part 2 yet?
is it out?
No.
Oh,
It's made. It's done. It's been shown at film festivals. But Netflix bought the first part, and then I guess he was hoping that they would buy the second part, and I guess they didn't. Yeah, really stupid. What do you got coming up as?
tomorrow we're putting a silverback on my channel, which will be at 6:30 UK time, an hour earlier for the people who've had daylight saving. Regular time 1:30 p.m. Central for other peeps. On my gaming channel at HVB Gaming on YouTube, go subscribe. I'm putting up a playthrough of Days Gone. We've just had part 27 released today, so there's loads of gaming goodness on that channel for you to grab now with exclusive playthroughs. So go check it out. And Thursday, Mr. Porkchop and I will be playing that
Arc
new
Raiders.
Arc Raiders. There you go. We'll be playing Arc Raiders, the new extraction shooter. And I don't give a shit about the Outer Worlds 2.
The what?
The Outer Worlds 2, I don't care.
What's the Outer Worlds 1?
Gay shit.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm just being cruel there. I've just got no interest. Look at it and I'm just like, nah. Not after Avowed. No, I'm good.
MauLer.
On Saturday, we got a special episode of EFAB where a whole bunch of people will likely come on to talk about some films you quite like, I'm sure, audience. Don't you worry. And in the form of reacting to some videos, I'd imagine. So that'll be fun. Then obviously Thursday before that will be open bar. Wednesday being tomorrow, we're doing a big old breakdown of The Fly from the 86 because we meant to do it on Saturday, but we couldn't because people couldn't make it, but we moved it to tomorrow. But I suppose most timely and most important, literally in 4 minutes from now, EFAT Movies Mithrigan is coming out. So if you want to check that out, it's a bunch of us. It lasts about an hour, and we're watching a silly, silly movie as part of the Chucky arc because we finished all the Chucky films. So now we're just doing, I guess, a couple of extra modern Chuckies in the form of Mithrigan.
Is this a live stream or is this a video?
As a premiere, so I guess a stream.
Premiere. Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
It's on MauLer. The old second channel.
Sweet.
Cool.
What are we talking about Saturday? Have we said? Or are you not saying?
I always try to avoid saying just in case anything goes wrong. You know, everything falls apart. So stuff will happen on Saturday.
Stuff. You're talking about stuff.
Sure are. Sure talking about
Stuff
stuff.
and things.
Stuff and things.
About you, X-Ray.
That's the question.
I'm going to be playing Repo with Tugs later on tonight, so that'll be fun. And then I wanted to highlight that we're doing a trip to Japan. The Forbidden Frontier crew, as well as Wandering Wolf. So if you want to go see some megalithic structures in Japan between Osaka and Tokyo, you can check the link in the description. Price doesn't include flights, but it includes lodging and many meals.
Yes.
So, and then if it books up, there's room for expansion. So, from what I've heard, a lot of tickets have been sold.
Yeah, it also includes like bullet train tickets and such. So
if you want to hang out with us all day.
Yeah. So if you're just here in the nerd sphere, this is from Forbidden Frontier. So this is ancient civilizations, megalithic based stuff. So, but it's also checking out one of the coolest countries that just got a base prime minister.
Yeah.
So, that's good. And it'll be fun. And Ryan Kinnell's going.
Yes, he is. So
it's gonna be me, X-Ray Girl, Mrs. Nerdrotic,
Adam Krigler,
Garrett, Ryan.
There might be some other faces. You guys know.
Faces, you know.
But we're not confirmed yet. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Plus, there's a pre and post trip options if you're looking into doing it. Mostly looking at, for me at least,
ABF
the manga.
Going? He went with us to Peru.
I don't know.
We'll
but
see.
I know there's some people who've been on the other trips that are going.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's in May, right? Of next year.
Yes.
May of next year. It's going to be tons of fun.
So excited for food, ramen and sushi every day.
Okay, fuck the sushi, but ramen I'll eat. And as we're going to a Hot Toys store.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing like a nerdy anime fucking toy trip.
I plan on bringing an extra luggage back already full of stuff. I'm so excited. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it over?
Well, Gary's going to be on the stream tonight.
Am I?
Yes.
I'm going to be on, I'm going to be on
Wandering
Wolf's channel tonight.
Yes. So check it out. It'll be in 4 hours, 8:00 p.m. Eastern or 7 Central.
Yep. We'll be talking about Japan and all kinds of other stuff. And then Friday Night Tights, we have Vera Dark and Epic Mike. And we'll be talking about the events of the week, including The Witcher. And maybe some of you will have seen Frankenstein by then. That'll be cool too. So thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. Thanks to everyone who supported this show. We love you guys. We'll be back on Az's channel next week. And there will be a square up this week at night on Nerdrotic Live to pick up what we left behind. So Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Everybody have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.